said, hey, look. He said, hey, look. He said, hey.
I wish.
You clap like fucking Shang Tsung in Mortal Kombat 1. Like, after you're on this stage where he's watching you and he, like, does this clap, and I was like, who claps like that?
I don't know. I never met him.
You mean Mortal Kombat the first one or
Yes.
Mortal Kombat 1?
This is exactly. See,
He's
see,
really.
See, this is the same thing where it's like, oh, I'm not gonna start. I have to start saying original Mortal Kombat now, like fucking Xbox.
Yeah.
I think saying one
That
is
pissed
a
me
really
the fuck
dumb
off right
name
now.
convention.
Like,
you lost it. You were like freak out a little bit. I looked
because
at
that's
Chris, I was
what
like,
we
he's gonna
used
freak.
to say. Just Mortal Kombat 1, and then they did this MK1 shit. And like, why, bro? Stop.
It doesn't even really mean anything. You know what I mean? Like, whenever they do it, it's like, because I think Xbox's justification was like, oh, it's the all-in-one media center. But it's like, that's every console.
Yeah,
Even the Switch is kind of like that. It's like, that's not special.
you can watch TV on this. I'm like, cool. I'm not going to. Like, what are you talking
I'm
about?
gonna play video games on here. Maybe YouTube sometimes.
Yeah, I was like, I'm
not
gonna watch
watching TV.
Netflix and play video games. Essentially, that was kind of like the main thing. People would stream their apps and then play games. And they're like, let's make this all inclusive. And
Let's make it combine with your cable box.
I just like,
I really can't. But that was such a it was like, so that was a cool idea in theory, because like it was just an HDMI in, HDMI out. I remember running my PS4 through the Xbox One and thinking like that was so cool that you could do that. It's just so weird. Because if you open the menu, back then on the Xbox One, they would have like that preview window, and you could like back out into the Xbox menu, and the menu that you would be previewing was like the PS4 home screen. It was just trippy as fuck to see, but very much not worth it. Like, who the fuck cares about any of that shit? Very dumb.
marketing's weird sometimes.
Yeah, they fucked everything up.
I was looking into Ubisoft a little bit, and just kind of, I wasn't looking into Ubisoft. Why did I say that? I was watching a video of someone who looked into Ubisoft.
Yeah. You're not insane.
Yeah, I'm just like, and I was just like, damn. It's funny how we collectively forgot how dog shit EA was, to the point where they were always the worst company every year voted at, in spirit, because there obviously were worse companies than EA. But
Yeah,
it's just,
obviously.
But like, it's Ubisoft is like, no one even talks about EA anymore. Like, except for when a Madden comes out, like, it's pretty much the only time you really hear anything. It's like, oh, here we go again.
No one trusts them anymore. That's why they've died.
Yeah,
They've
but
almost left the zeitgeist of video games. They're not really in it anymore.
I feel like people just kind of, well, that's just what they're going to do, right? EA Sports is just its machine, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Ubisoft, though, it's like, wow. It's I just was like, oh, yeah. They've made so many bad decisions.
They fell apart like crazy.
I kind of forgot how many bad decisions
What did they have
made.
before? They had Assassin's Creed was their
They had a lot of
flagship.
stuff.
What else was they?
Well, they had a lot of stuff before. Like, I remember they had they did the original Raymans.
They brought Rayman's back. I remember they had like a bunch.
They
of
were
good press
fine.
after.
Oh, yeah, Legend was fucking cool, man.
We just had like a whole stellar about
Origins
this.
was fucking cool.
Where, yeah, I think it was like 2014. Like, Unity really fucked them. It was Unity.
Oof. Yeah.
It was the double whammy of, like, I think Unity and like two other things that came out around that time that just didn't hit. And then, like, what is it? Beyond Good and Evil 2, like, still just kind of like in development hell for like 15 years.
Yeah,
Skull and Bones, that fucking like, what was it? What was the Philippines or something? Or Singapore?
Yeah. I think
One of the governments was like working on it.
I think it was
with them?
Singapore. I think it was Singapore.
And so they were contractually obligated to finish it because it's like a government thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. A lot of things in between.
Dumb
Why
shit.
on earth
And then-
would a game company ever?
Yeah, it's just
That is so
great
I don't know.
decision making.
stupid.
Great decision making. That's all.
I don't know. But before we get too crazy, welcome to the Snark Tank Podcast. I'm your host, Chris Raygun. That is Derek Blackman. This over here is Tom Sweeney. Look at him.
This over here.
this thing.
This thing.
This fucking creature.
We're back in the studio, so y'all can settle down.
Yeah.
There's a little people that were a little sad. They're like, I remember the first comment I read from the patrons on the video version. It's like, no remote. It was like, no.
Why'd you do that?
Why'd you do that?
Sometimes it'll have to happen.
I was like, yeah.
We'll always come back to this.
Right.
But I thought for all things considered, the two remote episodes that we did were actually pretty good.
They're fine.
So,
yeah, they're good.
But, dude, we've got to... So there's a couple things to talk about. I don't know how I don't know how funny they'll be to talk about, but I will say this is the first thing I wanted to start off with, because so Jimmy Carter's 100 years old, right?
Come is the word. Yeah.
Jimmy Carter is somehow 100 years old. He's been deceased basically for the last like how many years?
He was elderly when we were born, and we're grown ass adults now. He was already elderly when we weren't even here yet.
Yeah.
He was already in the elderly range.
Dude, I remember seeing him like, there was like was it a couple years ago, that picture of him like building houses?
Yeah.
And I'm like, you're not building houses.
That was so fucking awful. Like this PR thing that he clearly was just like can barely hold up a nail.
I mean, that's what he used to do. He did do shit like that, granted, but like,
yeah, clearly he's not doing this in his fucking
elderly.
90s.
He's out, like, look, man, I'm a number one advocate. I love Jimmy Carter. I think he was probably genuinely the only quantifiably good president we could actually really say.
Pussy liberal
Good person president?
Yeah, like actually a good human being.
Oh, like somebody who like you would trust with like a
like actually running the country. I'd be like, oh yeah, I want this guy to run the country. And then he didn't want to go in the Middle East, and then they were like, you can't become president again. A certain group of people. Let's not go too much into it. But
right.
But he was a good guy, and he was like not voted back in because he wasn't a jerk, and he's continued to be a humanitarian after that until his old age, and then he hit a point where it's like, all right, out of respect for this elderly person, I know his heart would want to do these things, but we shouldn't have him out here doing this. It's like forcing you're like your grandma to run a marathon. It's like, don't do that.
He looks really fucking dead.
He is
in the latest
I think I have
like
a picture of
quote
him.
unquote celebration that they said. Here he is celebrating his birthday, and I was like, that is not what He is
mourning.
on a fucking a wheelchair stretcher thing, like a gurney, and he looks like he had been exhumed.
Yeah, dude.
Like he's sunken in. It was like, remember what was it, Prince or King Philip?
Which one?
Which one?
The
What do you mean?
the royal one that just died recently.
Oh yeah.
Like there was that
something
picture
like that.
in the car where he's like green and shit, and he's like, and I'm like, bro, he's done. These guys are done. Put them away. Like at a certain point, don't you welcome the embrace of death?
Oh yeah, for sure.
You're like I'm so fucking ready.
Yeah, Jimmy Carter absolutely. The tragic thing about Jimmy Carter is like he's so old and so feeble that he must want to die,
Yeah.
but he probably can't even do it to himself.
No.
Like he probably doesn't even have the literal ability. Like if hypothetically speaking, I know this is pretty grim talking about a real human being here, but like if he wanted to lift a gun to his temple, I don't think he could.
Yeah, probably not. All he hope he could try to make himself fall off the bed and die from the fall.
You would have he probably like wanders towards a staircase, but he takes so long to get there that someone
interrupts
always
him.
finds him. It's like, hey, what, you gotta come
Hey.
downstairs
Jim,
safely.
and he's like, no, I miss my wife.
He's so fucking old.
I miss my wife. I'm trying to go.
Like, dude, congratulations. Cool, you're 100 years old, but like, you can't want that.
First-
like, nobody. Who the fuck wants to be 100 years?
I feel like he's gonna die pretty soon because the only thing I can think of what is happening right now is that he did want to be, before he completely lost his mind, right? Before he was like, I do want to be the only president that made it to 100 years old, because that is
Yeah, it's
a
kinda
feat
cool.
that like that's probably not gonna happen until way in the future when medicine's so good, right?
Yeah.
Like, because it's all these old, decrepit, angry, shitty fucking, like Trump's not going to make it 100. There's no fucking way. There's no way.
Yeah, no.
There's no fucking way.
He's like 70 something, isn't he? Isn't he already?
He's
Yeah.
late 70s, and then Biden
But let's be
clearly
real. He's gonna be. He's gonna be killed. Probably.
Yeah, with as many,
Well,
with,
with the-
with as many, it's like
with the amount of people
2 in
that-
1 year. If that it goes up by at least 40%. By the time he's 85, man, it's gonna be shooters left and right after.
Like the
him,
thing
bro.
about him is he's so polarizing that even in his years out of office, there will be people gunning for him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there will
two
be
people that voted for, at least supported.
yeah,
One voted,
yeah.
one
One voted,
supported.
one supported, yeah.
So 2 people that supported the guy, they're like, you know what? Fuck this guy.
Yeah.
Because it's the ultimate betrayal, I guess, right?
Yeah, it's over. It's
yeah,
it's over. He's signed his own like
Like the fucking
he signed his own death warrant.
The
with
Democrats
the
are
shit.
too pussy to like garner that type of hate from anybody. Like even like the opposition, the right that like hates them, They don't really.
They're not trying to smoke them.
It's because they don't. They have no tangible evidence, like nothing. It's just stuff that they're being told, and so they're stewing in anger. But it's not like they witnessed anything happening. It's not like, oh, things that Trump has done has actively ruined parts of the country or parts of the world. I have seen it happen in my lifetime. I feel betrayed. I'm insane.
I'm also insane.
Let me go, because that's the last caveat. Let me grab thy gun, because it's very easy where I live or where I'm heading to. Like that fucking crazy guy that we talked about
In the bush?
Yeah, he flew to fucking Florida, and they're like, here you go. Oh, you clearly shouldn't have a gun. You're insane, and you have like all this like crazy shit on your record. Here you go, sir. And he was probably walking out like,
doing
twirls.
twirling your lips like that in real life outside of a fucking outside of a Looney Tunes cartoon is devilish behavior.
Twirling your lips and Crash Bandicoot spinning out the fucking gun store.
That seems like an upstanding citizen.
yeah, that's hilarious.
He should have a gun.
That's hilarious. You sure you don't want to buy it? We got BOGO right now.
That is
Fucking like the
crazy.
fucking mask slamming and everything inside the fucking store and zips out.
Renting a gun to the mask. I mean, like, hey, the mask.
Hey, the mask.
Hey, Jim Carrey's The Mask.
Green fucking face
With
Big
a smile. It's a smile. His smile is encroaching into the tips of his smile are touching each other at the top of his head.
Like fucking like a Cheshire cat.
Worse.
And he's just like,
I want you to get it,
Hey.
Chris. This
I understand
is
what-
touching here. I don't think you do. I think you think you do.
It's not that complicated of a thing to.
I think it's so
Conceptualize.
alien that I don't understand that. I'm just saying it.
I couldn't. So viewer, people who are tuning into the video podcast might notice that Sweeney is once again wearing the minor on his shirt.
Yeah.
Did want to bring that up.
Minors.
We agreed that Knuckles was a minor.
Yeah.
So
It's if I wear a picture of my child on my shirt, is that bad?
yes.
Why?
Because
well, first of all, it's psychotic.
Yeah.
Even beyond like.
It's a little weird,
That
but like
is-
it's not. It's
Dude,
not.
wearing a like why? Like in case you lose him and people, you could run
Well,
around
well,
being
well.
like this. I'm looking for this
I'm
person.
looking for this.
Like
I
what,
need it.
What are you wearing a shirt
What
with?
is wrong with you?
I need it.
I need this. Do you have this?
How would you feel if you if you had a kid? If you had a kid, and you were walking around with him, and then you let's say like he's like 5 or 6 or something. And you go to the bus stop. You're walking past the bus stop. You see a guy with a shirt with your kid on it. Just like a JPEG of your
Oh my
child.
God.
Really like well done too. It's not like a lazy Vista print.
Uh-oh.
I was thinking of you just walking through New York with your kid, right? You walk past like a sewer opening and someone grabs and pulls your kid into the sewer. What do you do?
You call the fucking police or something.
It's too late though. By the time they get there, he's fucking gone with your kid.
Well, I don't know,
He's
man.
a sewer dweller.
Well,
He's
ideally,
still gonna
I feel like I would
try.
imagine. I feel like I would imagine you would go down after it, right?
Yeah, you would
How are
try.
you gonna? You can't lift those things. Those things are fucking heavy. I have lifted them.
Well,
before.
clearly, it lifted. It would. It
Oh
would
no,
have-
no, no! Like no, I'm talking about like one of the grates, like by the side where the sidewalk is. Where the
Oh,
curb is.
So
He
he
just
comes,
reach out, grabs, and yanks your kid.
I don't know, man. That's a lot.
And you know the yank hurt your kid. Your kid is screaming as soon as he grabs him.
I guess I gotta
Like
throw
pain.
in. I gotta throw in like somebody that's skinny, probably like a skinny homeless person that's like, hey, get
Send
my
a
kid.
homeless kid after. Send a homeless man after your child.
Hey,
Give
fetch
my
my
kid.
child. Here's
I'll give you
$100.
5 cents.
Oh wow!
That's more than I can think.
He goes, he digs into the concrete, breaks the concrete up, and goes after him. And it's like, what the fuck?
Why is this guy so strong?
Why is this guy
Drugs.
so homeless if he's this strong?
Drugs.
Right?
His body, his inhibitors are off.
mean,
All of his
just-
inhibitors are way off.
You just do some street fighting and make some money, man. This
Remember
guy's
bum
not
fights?
smart. Of course, I remember bum fights.
I when I was younger,
Wait,
it
hold
made me
on.
laugh so much.
You never answered.
What's that?
How do you react?
Oh, I'm
to that
terrified.
situation?
Obviously, I want to question him.
What if he grabs? What if there's a guy going around grabbing people's kids, throwing them into his chest, and they become graphics on his shirt?
Well, then
and
that's
they're
that's
gone.
worse than I could imagine. So,
I mean,
for what purpose? Like, what is he even doing
That's just
that
his,
for?
that's just his power. It's like what he's like an X-Men
his
character,
power.
but his power is to turn people into graphic ink on graphic tees.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a god, effectively.
Yeah, basically.
He's-
But it's such a specific type of godhood.
Like, he can be killed, but like also don't let him grab you.
Don't let him wear a
let him
shirt. Don't let him wear a shirt.
Yeah.
Because that's like the main thing. Don't let him wear a shirt. Don't let him around anybody. It's a pretty bad situation.
I feel like if he learned harder, he could start grabbing things in general and putting on his shirt.
Like, he
starts
could
grabbing
concentrate.
air or space. He starts grabbing the space between him and somebody else and puts it on his shirt. Or he grabs a shirt, a picture of a shirt, turns the shirt into a shirt, and now he has a shirt. You can't
Oh,
keep
man,
him.
he's
You
unstoppable.
can't
He's
keep him
unstoppable.
from having shirts now.
That is so crazy.
He just has every shirt now.
He
He
just
just keeps
grabs
grabbing shirts.
He looks at a picture of a shirt. He's like, you kept me from a shirt, but you have a shirt on. And you're like, oh fuck! Then he grabs the front door, puts it on the shirt. The door's on the shirt, so he's not sealed anymore.
This guy, you can't even contain him.
You gotta just kill him. You
So
can't.
you have to kill him.
You can't. Then he grabs the bullet while he shoots it, puts it on his shirt.
This guy's so strong.
This guy is the perfect Batman villain
Stupid.
because like he's unstoppable, and then somehow Batman would like defeat him somehow because it's Batman.
But
and
then he would grab
just
Batman's plot armor.
You put him in Arkham Asylum, and everyone's like, "No, what are you doing? He's just gonna get out.
He's
gonna
to learn from his badness.
He's
It's like,
gonna
no,
put the
he's
jail
gonna
cell.
put me on a
put it on
shirt.
his shirt. he's like at least we have to put him in naked. He's like, no, that's inhumane. We can't do that. And it's
Gordon's like, no, we gotta shoot this nigga in the
we
mouth.
can't-
He's gonna kill us.
Commissioner Gordon, the mayor, all of them like,
Like,
dude,
Fleck is like, not Fleck. What's his name? Dent. Harvey's like,
Dent.
yo, blow his head off. please.
everyone's like, dude. Even the Joker's like, dude, no, this bro, this guy.
is crazy and eldritch borderline. We need to kill
Look,
this.
I'm pretty crazy, but this guy's fucking silly. All right, we gotta do
I
something.
do not kill. You don't have to kill him, Bats. I will do it. I'll kill
Gordon's
him.
like, I'll kill him with a brick. I'll throw a brick at him. You can't throw a brick at him. He'll grab it.
It cuts to
he'll grab the brick and put it on his shirt. This is such an insane. He's gonna end up with such a fire shirt by the end of all this.
Oh, it's gonna be like a Where's Waldo, but like actually really cool. Like, really.
Because it's all sentient people and real things that have been removed from this plane of existence and brought purely into the form of art.
He starts pulling
That's crazy.
space. He's like, I want America on my shirt. He goes
Oh
on
my
a plane.
God.
He looks down at America.
He goes on a plane.
It's so stupid.
That's so insane. He's a cartoon. It's Toon Force.
That's Toon Force to a degree that's insane.
Yeah.
I love this character.
Fucking the moon next.
He takes the he picks the moon, puts it on his shirt. The tides are fucked forever.
All the tides
shakes.
recede and there's one big ball of water. In the
How
middle of the
long
ocean.
would it take to just fuck up everything? Like, I wonder, I've never looked that up to see how long it would take, because like the moon's responsible for a lot of things, right? So how long would it take for things to change once the moon is gone? Like, I
Probably
wonder.
pretty quick.
I have
like
I
a minute?
wish I had no frame of reference.
I have no idea. Like, I can't even. I'm not even gonna believe. Like, I have an idea of this.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go down this line, but I feel like the moon is pretty important consistently.
Well, the moon keeps all of our air here. I know that.
I don't think it does.
Well, the moon keeps all of the plants alive.
Doesn't do that really either.
I think it.
Well, I'm
keeps-
not going to speak on
It
this.
keeps all of our.
Well, you're wrong twice. You're like, all right, I guess I'm done. I guess I'm not the person to talk about this.
What if the moon? What if the moon is gone, and all gay people disappear?
That is great. They're connected in that way.
Yeah, there's some. There we just
That's
figured
so.
out.
That's so dangerous and disrespectful. You
It's-
know, because it's like you're kidding a sexuality that's been here longer than humans have to the moon, which
Wait.
technically is older than all life. Probably,
It's older than all life for sure.
Probably.
For sure it
Is there,
is. For sure it is.
Is there an implication there that the gravitational pull of the moon
alters your brain
makes people
chemistry
gay?
Yeah,
just
And
enough
so,
to make you gay.
If you notice, every gay person was born during a full moon.
It's true.
That
This
is
true.
that is facts.
Ellen DeGeneres.
Ask any gay person.
Ellen
But
DeGeneres
I feel
born on a
like-
full moon.
I feel like there's gay people born pretty much every day, and it's not a full moon every day.
No, they're all
No,
full moons.
they're all born on full. Trust me on this. This is factual knowledge. This is factual data. Ask any dude. Ask anyone. Ask fucking Matt Walsh.
Ask Matt Walsh,
Ask,
ask
like-
Tim Pool, ask fucking Sargon,
Ask fucking. Oh my
ask
god.
Dave Rubin.
Oh my
ask-
goodness. No. I'm so glad that you brought that up.
Oh my goodness.
I'm
What?
so glad. Did you see that fucking Save the Republic Con or whatever the fuck that thing was? It was like an outdoor event with all these Republicans and
With the Taylor Swift fucking thing?
no, not Taylor Swift. It was
guitar
no,
with
not
the
that
guy?
fucking no.
Oh
no.
yeah.
No,
Well, that wasn't even real apparently.
Oh,
like the
wasn't?
guitar wasn't even
what
real.
a fuck.
So it wasn't. So it was just a completely staged dumb thing.
Well,
Didn't
no.
even-
I think it was real. Like he thought he had like.
Oh, he thought
a Taylor Swift.
Did he
signed
get
acoustic.
conned? Did he actually pay
So he got-
$4,000 for a
so-
shitty guitar?
As I understand it, he paid $4,000 for a guitar that was forged, had a forged signature of Taylor Swift on it, and then he broke it, which is like 2 levels of ignorance.
That's
because
so
not only
great.
did you get swindled, but in your belief before you didn't get swindled, you didn't even try to dig yourself out of
That
the hole
is-
by selling it to somebody else. It's the most unintentionally on-brand Republican economic behavior I've ever seen. To just like put yourself in a hole just to spite yourself.
Dude.
It's pretty
The
awesome.
dopamine hit that I just got from learning that this dude got conned is so funny. That is so good.
But what were you talking about?
You must have
I
seen.
didn't- I actually
you must have
didn't
seen
see
clips
this.
from this. Like, so it was this out. It looks like what you would the type of stage you would have if you were doing a festival, right? With bands.
Uh-huh.
And so it was Jordan Peterson. It was the gay guy
my
Dave
God,
Rubin.
when
It
he
was
praying.
it
Was that Russell Brand?
Russell Brand.
Oh, I only
so you
saw.
that.
So I only saw like images of like Jordan Peterson and Russell Brand praying, but like
Yeah.
that's all I saw.
Yeah, I retweeted one thing because someone said, "Man, I bet this hits really hard if you're stupid."
It's always funny to recognize that because like I saw that tweet too, and I was like, that's so real.
People are probably like,
There's
Yes, yeah. When they pan to the super tightest shot you could ever have because there's probably 300 people there.
Yeah.
Okay, but they were like trying to make it seem like there was more people. I saw a tweet that said, "Man, 25,000 people." And there was a reporter there live streaming, and it was like there was like a few hundred people there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, 25 guy, at least be realistic.
Yeah.
You know, say like, oh, there's 800, 10,000 even. Yeah, that's
so
that's way stretching it, but
that's
I'm just
ludicrous.
saying 25,000, which is like double a fucking regular basketball arena or something, because usually those hold like say
Like
close to
7.
14
Oh,
to
really?
15,000 on average.
Oh, damn.
There's ones that are much larger that can hold around 20,000, but like on
Yeah.
average it's usually around 14, 15,000.
20,000 was like the Creator Clash Arena was 20,000, I think.
oh really?
The one that we
Yeah.
did it in.
That's
yeah.
big.
Because that's a big
Dang.
one. Yeah, that's a big ass
That
arena.
bitch is packed also.
That was
big
a
arena.
very big arena. Just looking at it, I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
I felt like, and seeing all those people with the lights and shit, and I'm like, dude, this is
and the
fucking crazy.
guns. So many people had guns, man.
Yeah, everybody had guns.
Yeah, they don't.
Everybody had a familiar as well.
Yeah,
That was strange.
That's true.
What is a familiar?
It's like a little creature that helps you in a whimsical way.
It's like a pixie.
What if I have a familiar that's just like a fucking like I don't know like what's the worst familiar to have like
Like one of those floating dead babies from Warhammer.
no those are great though but
The cherubs, I think.
the cherubs
Cherubs.
It's fucking crazy.
that shit is Christian coded as fuck in the best way which I love.
Yeah, it's like apocalypse punk Castlevania almost in some way.
It's like Halo Castlevania had a baby with God twice.
Yeah. And there's a lot,
Twice.
twice.
In the worst way.
I gotta get back into that game. I haven't been able to play since I've been gone because it's on my fucking.
I'll play it
this
with you,
PC.
man. I have it for PC now.
Well, what do you have it on?
PC now.
What store?
Because
Because I have it on Epic.
I'm on Epic.
But you have it on. Why do you have it on Epic?
Because I just was like, I was going to get it on Epic. I didn't get it on Steam for some reason. I don't know
Why? That's so strange.
I'm pretty sure I heard you buy it on Epic, and I was like, I guess I'm
No,
buy it on
I didn't
Epic.
buy it because I have a press account.
You mother bitch.
So like, I just like log in sometimes, and there's just like games on there that like. Sometimes it's big games like that, and I'm like, "Ooh, jackpot, cool!" But then other times it's just like not the ones that I'm looking for, so I barely check it. And I
Yeah.
checked it, and I was like, "Oh shit, Space Marine 2." He's like, "Yeah, fucking." But nobody I know has it on Epic.
I have to. Or what game is there a game coming out soon? There was
I
one
don't.
we were talking about.
I mean, Dragon Ball comes out soon.
That's this week, right?
That is, maybe.
Or no, it's the.
I have no concept of what day it is because I just flew in last night.
You just went back in time, yeah.
I'm all fucked up.
Nice.
Dragon Ball comes out this weekend.
Dragon
I might
Balls.
drop my plans with my girlfriend and go play Dragon Ball all day in my living room. Invite like you guys over and then have my get.
What were your
buy
plans?
shit.
What were you gonna do?
I'm going to the Comic-Con thing.
but that's after. That's the day after, right?
Yeah, but I just want to play Dragon Ball all day.
And not go.
I know, like a Dragon Ball all day and no Lily. Like that sounds fucking like a dream. But also Saturday I'm having to get together at my house anyway too. So whatever, man. Fuck it. I guess I'm just gonna have to take that out.
You guys are fucking crazy.
What?
Like every day.
No. For a while,
Every
having
day.
for a while having the people over actually. It makes me sad. I love having people over, but I'm also used to living with you. That's why we all live together. People over all the time. And
Yeah.
I kind of got really accustomed to it, and now I don't. I'm like,
That was my house for the longest time. My house was like everybody would just show up.
Oh, even when I was growing up, same thing.
Yeah.
They'd be. Thanksgiving would be at my house for everybody. So it'd be people from like Pennsylvania coming to my house, people from like Florida, and it was aggravating when I was a kid because they touched my shit. All those fucking other fucking stupid ass light skinned fucking motherfuckers would be touching my shit and it made me angry.
The light skin really, emphatically, that was the thing that bothered
It
you.
was always the non-black Puerto Ricans touching my shit.
Yeah,
The black
okay.
ones were like, oh, we'll stop.
We like touching people's shit.
Yeah,
I stole so many things.
It's in our blood, man. I stole my citizenship, man. I don't know.
Hey, man, you got to do what you got to do.
Exactly. I need to come here. I need to particularly take white man jobs.
Wait, can he? Huh? If he takes, so wait a minute, hold on.
You're still on this fella?
No, because like
You gotta
I'm
figure out a name for
because
him,
now I'm
too.
thinking like, can he take things back out of the shirt?
I think he can. Because he goes in the shirt and then takes.
I don't know. I
Can
think
he-
that's too much.
That's too much.
Can he take himself into the shirt and then take himself back out of the shirt?
No.
No, that's
way.
too much.
No,
he
he
can't.
has
He
a
can't.
jump- can he go from shirt to shirt then?
What do you mean?
Can he go into shirts?
Like
and then I think we got him finally. Like you blow him up and you think he's gone.
No, if-
then he won't be able to come out of the
Like
shirt.
like he's like you have him cornered and he's like trying to escape and so he's jumping through people's clothes.
No,
Like,
that's not how it
too
works.
much. He can just put things.
That
in the
would be
shirt.
him killing himself.
Yeah.
Because those people
Yeah, yeah,
have now turned into inanimate ink, essentially.
Yeah.
Like they're dead.
Yeah, they're gone.
That's just their end.
We have to have a name for
Like
this
it doesn't
fella.
hurt. It doesn't hurt them or anything. It's just
Is
they're
he just,
ink now.
is he just Shirtman? What is it?
Eric
Shirtman.
Shirtman.
Eric
His
Shirtman?
name's Eric Shirtman. Marvel, hit me up.
That is so.
I'll
much
give you
more
the rights
dangerous.
for like a cool $5 million.
Yeah, I'm gonna call Kevin Feige. Like, hey
Yeah.
man, you know the Phase 4 hasn't been doing too well. I
We're
got
Phase
you.
5 already now. I think.
No, we're not. Are we?
I think Deadpool's being in Phase 5.
Oh my! I
Or end of Phase.
I
No,
guess.
it's probably end of Phase 5.
I have
Makes
no
more
idea.
sense.
It makes me upset
What-
that there are phases of movies.
to me, it's like
I don't like this at
it's
all.
over. Stop. It's over.
Just take a long break.
Take a long
That's-
break, do one-off
That's
movies.
my thing. Is take a long break.
This can't be replicated again. It's just it's one of those things. That run of the 10 years or whatever the fuck that was from
All-star run, man.
Iron Man to fucking Endgame or whatever. Great. Now just fucking
I think
be a regular movie studio
I think
now.
People don't remember the experience of like all of the MCU, or people are like, oh, this 10-year Maze Runner is like, well, Phase 3 at the end of Phase 2 into Phase 3 was an all-star run. Beginning of that, it was still good. People enjoyed it, but it wasn't like crazy. But like from like, I would say Civil War on was like the fucking all-star run for them when they were like just hit after hit after hit. What was it? Guardians first, I think, was the beginning.
Guardians was like I think the beginning. Guardians was like the first time that
It
people
was
were
like after Age of Ultron into like Endgame was like the all-star run for them, where they were just like going off.
Yeah.
It's weird to me that people
People didn't like freaking Winter Soldier, and I'm like, I don't know how people don't like this movie. It's actually a great movie, but
I don't remember people not liking it, but again, I wasn't really
I hear
fishing
people
It's
for it.
fine. I think the biggest problem with that movie is just like, I don't know. Captain America's kind of. I think Captain America's mega lame, actually. But
Yeah.
I think
whatever, it's fine.
I'm pretty patriotic, so I disagree.
I'm pretty patriotic, so
I like his character. I think he's a really cool character, but I think
Steve Rogers is a bitch. I just like.
I think you're a bitch. I think you're a bitch, and I think he'd call you a bitch too. I think you're black also, so you have no right to call him a bitch. He's a patriot.
That's all he would call you black. You ever see that fucking meme where somebody he's looking at that one dude all angry and
I don't like
that shit is so
I
funny.
hate that meme so much. 'cause
I love
he's-
it.
He's so not racist, but the idea.
But that's why
of-
it's funny.
But the idea of him
That's-
being racist is
if he
really
was
funny.
racist though, it wouldn't be funny. So,
do you think Tony
Not-
Stark went to the Diddy parties?
yes,
I think-
absolutely.
I think absolutely.
I think Tony Stark went Diddy parties and Epstein's parties, but I think he was smart enough to leave before things happened.
I think
like
he just-
I think he'd be like, "Oh, this is getting kind of weird."
I think he just
Jarvis, get me out of here. These niggas are walling, and then he would be gone.
these niggas walling. And then, quote.
I like in your world that this is like he in your world, he's at the Diddy and Epstein parties after he's been Iron Man
Yeah,
already.
he's been Iron Man for a while.
Not
already.
even in like the because there's a point in Iron Man history, like pre Iron Man 1, where like you could imagine that he was probably like a massive scumbag criminal piece of shit.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But you didn't even do that. You were like, no, this is like after Ultron. He's like going to
Still going. Like when everybody got snapped in half, when everybody got snapped in half was fucking Diddy and Epstein. They were let go. They had to restock up on their kids because they were missing so many kids. They were like, what's going on?
Fuck.
So Iron Man was like, oh, he's in space.
So 5 years.
He was like, hey Jarvis, give me a video of Diddy's parties. I gotta have something to help me live out here.
Was there any new stuff about the Diddy parties or the Diddy situation?
Apparently there was.
120
I didn't look into it. I just saw headlines that there was more like fucked up shit that came out. But
I saw like an
know what it
allegation from
was.
like somebody who was like 9 at the time or something. I think I saw that headline.
My God.
Just like.
I mean, fucking Justin Bieber and Usher were pretty fucking young when they were hanging out. Not 9, but like not that much older.
There's
right?
so many amazing videos of Diddy now that I love watching. Like did you see this video going around on Twitter where it's like some guy I can't remember it might have been like a basketball. I think it must have been a basketball game because he's like on the court or whatever, and somebody jumps over him. Some dude jumps over him, and he grazes like basically the in between of this guy's legs is grazing his head, and Diddy like is looking up. He's like, and he's like, he's on his tiptoes trying to get closer
to get in there. Let's go.
It is so damn funny.
Let's go.
It's so crazy.
It's not funny at all, but it's
go.
like
It's
unbelievable.
funny, dude.
I think this is a not funny situation that has so much comedy in it, you know.
Well,
I
this
think
is
that's
kind of
where it
this
is.
is a perfect example of the conversation we've had a couple times. Where is there a funniest blank? You know what I mean? The funniest electrocution, the funniest heart attack.
Of course,
this
The
is
funniest
probably
schizophrenic
The
baby.
funniest electrocution by far was the Green Mile. If you saw it.
This nigga said one of the saddest moments in a movie. It's the funniest. I think it's funny because you're so uncomfortable you laugh.
Let's be real.
I may agree with that.
Let's be real. The one where the dude didn't wet the sponge, that was funny.
he
That
was doing
nigga
the
caught
thing.
on
Remember the thing?
fire.
The thing
I know-
where
in
he,
what?
The Green Mile? You haven't seen the Green Mile?
No, I never saw it.
course not.
Oh shit!
Of
Yeah,
course
that's
not,
right.
but-
That's right.
But
But like, oh man,
I think I did see it, but I was like kind of staring.
But like that one dude.
I was
Why
like,
is there a
why
black
is
person?
I was like, I don't understand. They make movies now?
they're in movies now.
Since when?
They didn't.
They weren't in fucking.
So where is this in the Planet Yates timeline? Like where does this sit? Like where does this?
God.
Like where?
Black people in films. I don't understand. Like,
Yeah, I should.
I don't get it.
So
I just don't. I don't understand.
So is it Planet of the Apes then 12 Years a Slave, or is it like 12 Years a Slave first then Planet of the Apes?
There's
Like,
only 3 movies in my mind.
What is this podcast? Is this the War Room with Tim Pool? What is this?
I would love to be on one of those.
Is that what this
podcasts.
podcast is called?
It's called something else. The Culture War.
I would love to be on one of those podcasts.
My soul rolled its eyes.
If it was the War Room,
I think it'd be fun to be on one of those podcasts. I think obviously you'd be disgusted after.
I think it would be fun. Yeah.
But I think like because I can jive with those people, but it'd be funny because they mean it. So I think it'd be really hilarious. Like
so you play along with their shit.
yeah, and I'd be like,
It would be difficult for me not to just treat it completely unseriously.
Yeah,
and
'cause-
just I would want to make such outlandish claims that they would have to kind of.
Yeah.
because I'm black, it'd be even better because I could fucking like I know this. I know this. Black people literally turn the bats in winter. We
turn
do
the
it.
bats.
Literally, we do it.
Yeah.
We do it. You know, because
Well, I'm just gonna take your word for it. Like Tim would just be like, "Well, I'll just take your word. I don't know about that. I don't know. I'm in the center, but I will believe you, black man."
I will believe you, black man.
I just want to freaking blast drum like what the thing with the monkeys have.
Yeah. The symbols.
Until it's flat, till they're hitting each other. Till my knuckles are hitting each other.
Oh my
So
god.
ridiculous.
I don't know. Oh yeah. We were talking. Oh yeah. I wanted to get to this, and
Franklin Valley.
Yeah, Frankie Valley. So, the reason I started with fucking Jimmy Carter was to kind of talk about these old people who are just being clearly taken advantage. Like Jimmy Carter doesn't want to do all this stuff.
No, clearly he's fucking dead.
No one's celebrating their 100th birthday.
Yeah, they're not celebrating.
They're like mourning it, if anything.
Other people are not that.
Yeah.
It's like
Like
oh,
sweet lovely death.
great.
I'm waiting for your breath.
Yeah, but there's this other dude, and I think we mentioned this on this show before.
Yeah,
because
briefly.
Colin sent this video to me initially, like when it was new. He said there's a video online called "Is Frankie Valli Okay?" And Frankie Valli is like, one of the singers, if not the lead singer of the Four Seasons, like a quartet kind of old school, very old classical kind of.
I mean, if you've seen Grease,
troupe.
you know it.
Yeah, if you've seen Grease, you know it. There's other stuff too. I actually didn't recognize them by name. I had to hear like songs like, oh, I know that. And so there's a video called "Is Frankie Valli Okay?" going around, and it's just like a compilation of him at his own concerts, really not trying, like very clearly like he's dead. Like he's a dead person.
He's running on 15%, right?
Yeah.
Like he's fucking like
He's on low power mode
I would say, yeah.
with no charger in sight.
I would say he's completely dead, but he's at least moving a little
Yeah,
bit.
He can move technically.
I
so
would
yeah,
really
he's not
highly
dead.
recommend everybody go watch that video because it's really difficult to understand the context, like exactly how strange it all is.
Yeah.
Because he's singing, he's lip syncing, and like Frankie Valli has this like really high voice.
Yeah,
like there's
falsetto.
it's a falsetto. Like there's no, like you can't really do that in a relaxed way necessarily, especially at that age, right?
Yeah.
And so he's going around barely moving his mouth, clearly lip syncing to very old audio of himself. And barely moving his body at all. Like he really looks like he does not know where he is.
Yeah.
And it's so sad.
It's fucked.
I don't know why we do this to people. Let him go. Like the fact that this has never come up, or the fact that this has not been raised,
Right.
Because you'd imagine, right, if you were a fan of this person enough to go see those shows,
Right.
you would also be like, what the fuck are they doing to this guy that I like so much? This is kind of fucked.
You would assume, but people don't think about people other than themselves. They're like, oh, I'm seeing him. I'm happy.
I'm wondering.
Instead of being like, oh, this
wondering.
man is not being. This isn't. Like, I didn't know how bad it was until I saw it. Then I saw it and my heart sank.
It's pretty
'Cause I
sad.
was
Yeah,
just
it's sad.
like, oh, like I can't laugh at it because I'm like, oh,
Oh, I totally laughed.
I couldn't.
I
It's-
completely
I
laughed.
couldn't laugh.
I laughed very hard because, especially the footage of the end of the concert, where it's like this big, like it's like a crescendo, the ending, right? It's
Yeah.
like it's all big and loud, and he's just, and you're just like, it's so like, look at everybody else, they're all into it, and he's just like. And I'm like, this
How do I
is so
describe the way he
fucking
looks?
funny. It is so funny.
He looks like. So this is gonna be like. This is me drawing a stretch. But you ever play Plants vs Zombies?
No, actually, I know enough about
you
it.
ever seen what
but-
they look like, the zombies?
Yeah, yeah.
He looks like, imagine someone drew a person like that and then put a suit on. Like he looks like his
I
head.
somehow know
his
exactly
head
what you're
is
talking
big. He has a big old head, and his shoulders are high,
He's
and his
so-
neck.
He does
his
have like
neck
he's
just-
essentially-
he does have like a Pixar like old man playing chess kind of.
He's Larry King. Like if you ever look at Larry, we just never seen him standing up. Every time
Right.
we would see, because he's like in his chair, slumped over.
Yeah, he's like a non-hunchback Larry
and his
King.
fucking yeah.
If Larry King
Larry
had
King ain't dead yet, or did he die?
Oh, he's
Larry
dead.
King
He's dead as
died
shit.
ages ago.
I don't remember how long ago he died, but yeah, he
I think it
definitely he's
wasn't
dead.
ages
He's
ago.
dead
I
as
thought he
shit.
definitely-
I worked for him for like a hot second.
What?
Isn't that weird? Did I ever tell you this?
What?
Yeah.
Was his head
Context.
in the middle of his torso by the time you were working for him, or was he still kind
He was
of like
still he was pretty
Little, he was all right?
He was getting out of there.
okay?
Did you meet him?
I don't. No, I don't think so. Well, I worked under a company that like worked through him. Like it was weird. But we were like, it was like 1 degree of separation. Like I could have, but I had no like. What the fuck am I gonna?
Oh yeah.
What am I gonna like? Oh, you know Destiny lore? Like what the fuck am I gonna? Like what am I gonna talk to fucking Larry King about?
Such a fucking
Well, actually-
insane thing. Of Larry King, you like is having the chance to meet, like you meet Einstein. And you're like, hey, what do you know about Pokemon? It's just like what, you could have used.
It's just
you
Larry
learned
King.
so much.
Larry King, like I understand that Larry King's a famous person and that he's like very important, but I just was just not that interested.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Like to the point where like I genuinely, you're asking me if I met him. I think I might have,
You
but I
don't
really
know.
don't remember because I
It's-
didn't.
It's that
it
empty of a
didn't-
moment for you.
It was just like I remember literally being like it's Larry King, weird, and that was the extent of it.
I'm be honest, that's how I would be with Larry King. I'd be
Yeah.
like, oh, cool. Because I didn't like,
Be like Regis Philbin or something. It's like, oh, Regis.
Yeah, same. It would just be like that.
If I met Regis Philbin, I'd care
I do
way more,
respect
'cause
Larry
my grandma
King.
loves him.
What happened?
My grandma's old. I raised by an old person, so like Regis
Right.
and Kelly Ripa was like a thing I watched. Or Regis and Michelle, like that was something. If I was staying home, I was watching that shit with my grandmother. So shit like that, like Bob Barker.
Yeah.
Like I shouldn't be excited. If right now, I know he's dead. If I met him, I'd be excited.
Bob Barker, I liked him. I like Bob Barker.
He's always telling people to cut their dogs' dicks off.
cut
Oh, yeah,
the
get dogs spayed and
specifically.
neutered, absolutely.
No, get your dog.
No. He would
dickless
say
and pussyless.
Pussy. Prevent your dogs from having pussies.
Pussyless is fucking crazy. I didn't. Whatever, man.
I was like, wow, it's pretty vulgar for daytime television.
He would say the N-word already, like a soft A, but like really casually. And like someone would press him and he'd put his hand to him immediately.
Hello, niggas. Welcome to The Price is Right. Dun-dun-dun-dun.
He'd be crip walking the whole time.
Dude, The Price is Right. The Price is Right
Those
soundtrack.
set up and it sits out. All right, now welcome to the show.
The music that they use for The Price is Right is really good. I use it.
That's fun.
I use it in videos sometimes. 'cause
I
it's
love
just like
that.
it's
fun
good.
I
music.
love that show, man. It's like one of those shows I hold really dear to myself because of watching it with my grandma.
And I want to get on
Nobody
that
asked
shit.
you, but like
And
yeah.
Wheel of Fortune. And Fred Prices and the original
And so every show, essentially?
not ever because I hate Shop Till You Drop. That show's fucking dick water.
The fuck is
You
that?
never watch Shop Till You Drop?
No, just say regular shows. What are you talking about? What is that?
You've never watched.
No,
Did
just
you
say
watch
like-
Shop Till You
I know what it is, but I never
on
watched it.
You know, on Channel 1, where it had those, or Channel 3, only
I was
because I,
like,
know
Channel
this.
1 is
'cause
that
it's
even a thing?
No, it is. It is. It'd be one news
It's not Channel
sometimes.
3. Channel
It's
3 is
it's
Channel 3 is the
it's-
PlayStation.
That's the static channel.
Channel
the
3 is the
player
static
fucking-
PlayStation where like the
No,
PlayStation.
no, you're
right
right.
there.
Well, so I'm talking about on cable. On cable. I'm not on like the basic like television whatever thing.
Yeah, I get it.
So yeah, I'm letting you know because you're dumb. So what happens is, so they'd have America's Funniest Home Videos with what's his name, Bob Saget.
Bob, you almost said it. You almost fucking said it.
that. But Bob Saget, and sometimes the show called Shop Till You Drop will come on, and it'd be like you have 1 minute to run around this grocery store and put in various things that equal like $150 or whatever the fuck it is. Back when groceries were really affordable, so like you could have a full grocery cart for like $100, and it'd be hard for them to do that. And I remember that show is a show I'd watch with my grandma, and I'm like, these people are so fucking stupid. Just go to the steak aisle and put a bunch of steak in your fucking cart, and you always win. No, if you have to do $150 and everything over you getting cash to yourself. And I was like, these guys are
So
such
they were
fucking-
having a hard time filling it up?
I guess so.
idiots.
I
So I
don't
guess they
They're
were.
idiots. I
don't
They're
know.
probably all doing just nothing but cup of noodles. Like fuck. Why is this working?
No, only $18. What the fuck is going on?
it's just all gum. From like, damn it! I don't
It's falling
understand.
into the
Little
carts
gums.
too. It's like falling. It's so it's
No,
just like
that
this.
doesn't
Oh,
count.
fuck.
But yeah, there was like that. There was what was name is it? The Weakest Link.
The cart also is this. It's the same as a normal cart, but there's one bar on the bottom.
Just
One
it all just
bar on
falls
the
out.
bottom.
Fuck. This is rigged.
The fucking-
I watched a lot of game shows with her actually. Holy shit!
Remember Candid Camera? That was one I
While you're
remember.
on
Oh my
Candid
God, that
Camera.
was fucking,
I wanted someone
OG
to die.
punked.
I wanted someone to
Yeah.
die on that show so bad, but it never happened.
We always
Never
wanted
was.
someone to die. There was a show. There was a show.
You always wanted someone to die.
Do you remember that that tank show? There was like a dunk tank or something.
What are you talking about?
There's like a dunk tank with this show. No, maybe that's not what it was. I'm just remembering. I might be. I think it was just the premise was something you got to like solve things underwater in this tank or something happened.
This Fear Factor?
No, because this guy got brain damage from being pulled up like from the tank too fast. And it fucked him up, and I'm trying to remember. It didn't last long. It wasn't even like I think
I'd assume
because
so.
it was one of those shows that
What, the brain damage?
yeah, the brain damage got cured by
By prayers and by prayers.
yeah by thoughts and prayers.
By thoughts and
Yeah, yeah.
prayers,
That's
hopes
the
and
prayer
prayers.
word.
They
It
thought
worked.
and prayed at him so hard.
Somebody listening right now knows what I'm talking about. It was just something that was
You guys have a favorite game show?
Game show? I remember really liking Wipeout.
Oh.
When I was, but that's not really a game show. It's like a obstacle. I just love watching.
Kind of torture,
I
but-
love watching. I love watching people fail at feats of strength and agility. It's really satisfying to watch somebody like do like a crazy cool leap and then be satisfied with themselves and then get hit with a fucking boxing glove out of a fucking spring from a wall and then tumble into a fucking lake.
Yeah, I'm surprised nobody died on that.
It's crazy.
shit.
Yeah,
that's why I don't like it. It's not visceral enough, you know.
Yeah,
some of them are really. There was one that
Some of
cracked me
them
up because
suck.
it was a kid who went up.
Yeah.
Or like something. It was like a younger guy. He went up and he fucking ran up and got. Like there was like a wall with boxing gloves on springs, and he just got decked in the face, and it looked like he should be dead. Like because his head followed the glove, but his body stayed where it was in the shot.
He might have broken his neck at least.
Yeah. No, they wouldn't
That
put it
shit's
on.
not
That's kind of the thing. It's like they
damaging.
wouldn't
Yeah,
put it
it's
on the
not
TV. They wouldn't put it on the show if that's what happened.
What?
Because Wipeout was like
That guy
wasn't
made-
like Ninja Warrior or something.
Maybe because you know how you can break parts of your neck where that you find out way
He
later.
he died like 3 days later in a hospital. And they were like,
He has like a really tough. He's like, "Mom, I couldn't sleep for some reason," and he dies.
And then he just- Yeah.
That's so sad. I wish that person the best, man.
No, I
whatever,
remember.
fuck
I
him.
remember liking Who Wants to Be a Millionaire when I was a kid.
I
Oh,
definitely
yeah.
seen a couple of those. Yeah,
I
that was
was
with
way
that
better
was
at-
with Regis. That was how I knew Regis. I
Regis,
didn't
right.
watch Regis and Kelly or,
Right,
anything
Drew
like that.
Carey did it for a while.
Did he
And,
really?
Yeah, Drew Carey did it.
he
for a
did
while.
that.
Yeah, he did it for a little
Oh,
bit.
Whose Line Is It Anyway? It's not a game show, but like
Yeah,
it's probably
Whose
one.
Line
It's
Is It
probably one
Anyway
of my
was goated.
favorites.
I
That
love.
show
loved-
was goated. And
I was watching it before the British guy was the host.
Oh, I don't know.
Before Drew
I didn't
Carey?
know about that.
Wait, what?
Oh,
There was
yeah.
someone before Drew Carey?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like the Daily Show where like Craig Kilborn or whatever the fuck his name is had it before
Holy
Jon
shit, I
Stewart.
didn't know because I
You know,
because I know the
I really
original
like that
version of
guy.
it.
Yeah.
I liked it. I technically liked the show a little bit more before like Wayne Brady joined.
But he's so good.
He was,
But
good.
he's black.
No, he was good, but he was so he was
Black.
too good. It was actually it made the show.
He was unfair. No, well, no. The other two guys are fantastic.
No, they're
as well.
they were really funny. They were really everybody that was doing it. Like I was gonna say Colin Farrell, Colin
Mockery was
I was gonna say Colin
goated.
Mockery is my favorite.
Colin Mockery was fucking hilarious the
Colin's
entire
this
time.
tall one, right?
Colin's the no,
The
that's
bald-
Ryan Stiles.
That's Ryan
Ryan
Stiles.
Stiles.
Ryan,
From fucking Drew Carey
the only guy I
show.
didn't like was that guy with the glasses.
Yeah, he was
with the
kind of
hair.
he wasn't the best.
He was kind of like, okay, I guess if
yeah.
we can't have the other people, I guess you'll do. I
I
guess.
watched, when I lived with my other roommates before Lamar and Lily, I watched that show all the time, and I think it was they were still all really funny. I think Wayne Brady is a little too good.
He was too like when he would do his singing numbers, like his improvs. He was too. He reminded me of Jimmy Fallon when Jimmy Fallon was like instead of sometimes trying to be funny when he'd be like really let me show you how talented I really am, and I'm like that's fine, but it's not like because
Is
there's
Jimmy
some.
Fallon really talented?
Well, he can play the guitar really well. He actually sings pretty decent. Like so, what he tries to do instead of making it like, oh, let me make it kind of funny, let me show you in this moment I'm kind of break character and show you how well I can do music. And I feel like Wayne Brady would do the same thing. Where
Yeah.
instead of focusing more on being funny, he's fucking like he's hitting the notes, and I'm like, this motherfucker could sing.
He's pretty talented.
And I was
Yeah.
like, it's not as funny as like I said, Colin Mockery was just
He was the best part of that
Perfect.
show. Like he was
Perfect.
like he had such an old face for so long.
Yeah, way early.
Yeah, he-
Like when we were kids, he looked older then than he does maybe now. Yeah, no.
I saw a picture of him recently, and he looks. It's or not recently, but like in the last like 5 years or something, right?
Yeah.
And it's so funny that he looks the same because he's just
Isn't that
being
weird?
old.
His hair
that
is
weird?
just white now. That's it.
His
no
hair is
different.
white, but it's the
It's
the same fucking
style.
face.
He hasn't lost any more hair.
There was a couple of
It's in the
people like
same
that.
place.
Leslie Nielsen and Steve Martin were those guys.
Yeah, they
Steve
look.
Martin was well,
Because their
Leslie
hair was
Nielsen-
gray for like
For-
fucking
yeah.
ever.
Leslie Nielsen was old though. He was absolutely
He was
not
old.
young when everything was coming out.
Right,
Like, he was
but-
already in his 40s.
In Naked
late
Gun, he
50s.
was like what, like 50 or something?
He had to have been. I mean, he was definitely old, but I don't know how old.
Maybe
he
not
was.
actually. Maybe
I have
not.
no idea how old
I know
he was.
Steve Martin wasn't quite as old as we thought he was.
No, he definitely wasn't nearly as old.
He
but
just grayed early,
He just
Yeah.
great early, yeah.
very early. I don't know what the fuck how that
it's a
even
weird
happens.
genetic thing that
I mean, I started going gray at 16, and then I kind of just slowed down.
Well, yeah, I got little grays here and there.
So it's slowed
The YouTuber Dusty Smith.
Dusty Smith.
So, so I don't remember what the fuck I was watching, but someone stumbled upon Dusty nowadays and was like, "What the fuck happened to him?" Because he's completely white, but he grayed, I think, in his 20s.
I feel like I
and then he
remember
started
him-
dyeing his hair.
I feel like I remember him being gray.
Yeah, and he after a while he started he just was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just be gray. But like he looks like he's like, you would probably think he's in his late 50s because it's just his hair is completely white now. And it's like, yo, it's crazy
I thought I
how
was gonna
genetics
be
will
by
do that
30.
sometimes.
I thought by 30 I was gonna be all gray.
The weird thing is I have no example of a black person graying early like that. Like in the way, like say, Ethan Klein, like you look at Ethan Klein in his mid 30s, he already started having a bunch of gray hair already.
Is he 40 already? Is he 40?
He's
in his
probably
40s.
Is he?
I think he must be.
He might be now because he's probably either late 30, he's probably 38, 39, or he is definitely 40.
That's
I actually have no
crazy.
idea. Well, I don't even know why
Yeah,
I'm saying
some
that.
people just go gray early.
Yeah,
man.
it's just genetic.
Oh, he's 39.
39.
It's the thing. It's like also when if you're a, what you call it, if you like,
But
because
like,
you notice if you're gonna start balding, it starts happening in your.
it starts
20s.
happening in mid 20s. In your mid.
I didn't know that's
by the
how
time
it
you're
worked.
Oh, I noticed because in high school I started seeing people thinning. I started seeing kids that were like in seniors, and I'm like, oh man, you're fucked.
Dude, it is wild. It is
Yeah.
wild to see that too. Like with like, I was just home and I was talking with some friends of mine, and it's like there was a high school reunion for our high school. We didn't go, of course, because that's why the fuck would you?
I went to mine.
I'm not taking a plane.
To go
to my
yeah.
fucking
To go
high
to
school reunion.
our shitty town high school reunion.
Yeah,
where,
like, are you kidding?
Right,
It's
right.
insane.
I totally
Like,
get
with all
that.
due respect, have a good time. But
you'd rock. You'd mean we'd be like, yeah, we're like kind of somebody, and then everybody else would be like, oh no, I went and I have 3 kids and I live right next door where my mom lives and all that shit.
wife keeps-
Something like
my wife keeps shitting on me.
my dad stepped on an IED yesterday in our backyard.
In our backyard.
Dude, it's a crazy fucking place up there, man.
it sucks so.
That's not
bad.
even unbelievable for me. That's like I said that intentionally to be like hyperbolic, but that does like as it finished, as the period ended on that sentence, it didn't even sound that crazy.
It's
So wait,
not as crazy as it should.
How did
be.
it get there? Did somebody just toss it over the fence?
It might have
or-
just. It might just. There was in the war. You know.
Oh,
the
it just
war,
never. So
No
like,
one ever stepped on that specific square of land, even when they were mowing
it
the
just
entire time.
perfectly always goes over.
For some reason, dog, it's like I guess I won't. It mows right over it.
But no,
So there's
dude,
no pressure directly on it.
But the reason it's like it was fascinating because like we were like because I was invited to it on like Facebook, which is already like a red flag to me. Like they're just like, dude, just like I don't know, man. Like I understand Facebook, I get it. Like it's the easiest place to find people, but like I hate going on Facebook. Like the idea of interacting with Facebook at all is terrible.
Pretty trash.
Looking back on my Facebook and the people that were my friends before,
Yeah.
and it's like, what the fuck?
Well,
was I
that's the thing.
doing?
It's like I saw the
What was
people.
I doing?
I saw the people who were going. And I was like, I don't recognize a single fucking one of you people.
really?
Yeah, I don't.
You're not one of my 6
Well,
friends. I
well,
still have.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, our high school was fucking huge. Like, I think our graduating class was like, I think it couldn't have been 1,000, but it was damn
You
near.
know what's crazy? My graduation class was less than 300 people. Really sad. The student body of that age was like 1,000. No. Graduation
Oh.
for Poughkeepsie was horrible. It was so
Yeah.
fucking bad, dude.
That's a rough place.
It was really
Yeah.
But like our school was just huge. Like there was like it was like specifically like there were too many people to even.
We had a pretty big school. Ours was 2,100 students on average.
Yeah, it's something like that, like a big fucking high school.
Yeah.
And so like this group of people, I was like, everybody that I care to have remembered either has stayed around, is still a part of my life in some way, or they're also too cool to not be here. Like it's like I don't know how else
Yeah,
to describe it. Like it's like Steve didn't go. I think Smithers didn't go. Did you know Smithers?
I know Smithers. I knew Smithers' sister. That's why.
We had a friend named Mike Smith, and we called him
Yeah.
Smithers because it was like
I've never met a Smithers before.
that was his nickname. It was like because it was just like we're not gonna call you Mike Smith. There's like so many Mike Smiths. We knew so many Mike Smiths also.
They were
so it's just like
way
no,
more
you're
than there should've
Smithers.
been.
Oh, gotcha.
You know?
Okay.
But he was a good sport about it. He liked it. I think I don't know.
Was he gay?
No, it was just like
I forgot Smithers was gay.
You forgot
not
that's,
gay.
That's it.
He's gay. There's a scene where
That's
girls
like
are
his
dancing
old-
on him.
That's like his only fucking.
oh
What?
Did you see the well? It's not a real series finale, but did you see that they did like a Simpsons series finale season premiere or whatever?
No, no.
What do you mean?
They had Conan O'Brien host it.
Oh, I heard
Or
about
like,
that, but I didn't really understand the.
Yeah, like
what was
I
happening.
think the idea is like this. It was like the season premiere of like season 30 or whatever the fuck they're on now.
And
And the first episode is like series finale, and it's like the whole idea is like Conan O'Brien's there and he's hosting. It was actually a pretty, like, I was like watching it and I was like, this is kind of good actually. This is like a kind of a good episode of The Simpsons. Not that I even like really like The Simpsons that much.
It was effectively like, this is a series finale. It's not, but this is like,
well, the idea was that like it starts out and it's like an award show where it's like it's a big deal and it's like everybody's showing up to like this big venue and Conan O'Brien's hosting and it's like ever since the first season aired in 1989 or whatever, fans agreed it wasn't as funny as it used to be, and it just did. They had this thing with like an AI and it was like they fed an AI a bunch of series finales and they had to do like the perfect series finale for The Simpsons, and it was just all of these like ridiculous wrap-ups for all of the characters. Like Comic Book Guy has like a baby in like with some lady in his shop, and then like fucking people are getting married. Milhouse's dad gets I think he gets like a letter from like an agent in LA who wants to turn that mixtape into like
can I borrow you a feeling?
So it's all these all these, and every time something would happen, it would be like somebody would leave. They would leave the comic book store, or they would leave the convenience store, or they would leave like this iconic location. They'd be like, "I'm gonna miss this place," and then they shut the lights off, and it happened like 10 times. And there was like, you know, that tire thing that's always on fire. The guy goes like, "I'm gonna miss this fire," and he turns the light switch off, and the fire goes off. And I was like, "This is kind of a good episode." And like and it ends with like it's like Bart's 11th birthday or something, and like yeah, and but everything's like wrapping up, like everything's like wrapping up. So like, oh, Homer and Marge are actually good now, and they're going to counseling, and just all these. And I think like Principal Skinner is like going off to be like go to run a school in Sacramento with groundskeeper Willie as his roommate or whatever. Like it's so clearly like this is a spinoff, you know?
Yeah.
And then I think it ends where it's like Bart pisses Homer off, and then he strangles him, and then it like resets
to death.
But it was pretty good. It was like
completes the job.
That would have been great.
He finally does it.
He finally kills Bart.
No, Bart.
Well, did they?
I like the idea that he strangles Bart and Bart's head like
exactly
around his wrist.
Well, dude, they did.
That's how it would be.
Well, dude, they did shit like that at this, like because they should like. Here's all the times we tried to end the show before, and the network wouldn't let us. And then, like, there's an episode where Homer, he's, like, going skiing down the mountain, and then he gets, like, split in half by a tree. Or, like, the Moo Moo episode, he gets, like, launched into, the nuclear power plant.
Yeah,
and then it just nukes the place. Like, all of them just involve, like, everybody dying.
That was interesting.
But they animate it like it's the old one.
Oh, that's cool.
Like, they do the old animation for it. And it's like, what the fuck?
Oh, interesting.
First of all, why can't you do that the whole time?
Yeah, why not now?
But, yeah, it's, like, a little weird. But it was actually, like, I watched it, I was like, this is kind of good, actually. I don't know if it's because Conan was there and he like wrote some of it. Maybe
I'm wondering if he at least directed it. He was like, "Let's, all right, yeah." If he did,
was that his claim to fame or no? Was he famous before that?
Conan O'Brien was a writer on The Simpsons.
But was that his claim to fame?
I mean,
he was just a writer.
He was just a writer, and he like knew. I mean, I guess he knew people from writing for The Simpsons. He was at NBC, and then I think they were trying out for hosts, and then he just like jumped for it, and then he got it or something.
He was kind of convinced to try because he actually just wanted to be a writer. He was really just like adamant, like no, like this is what I do. This is good, and then he did it. And then
that's crazy.
Miraculously, they liked him.
He has so much personality. The idea of him never becoming like himself is just a wild thing.
It's so funny though watching those first episodes of like Conan O'Brien's show, where he's like clearly uncomfortable.
Yeah, he was extremely self-deprecating on his tryout episode.
Yeah,
just like oh, this clearly isn't gonna like.
He just didn't care, which I think got it. I think it got him through the door,
which is
some
interesting.
Way.
I remember looking up stuff about what people thought at the time, like people that were like writing articles about that, and they were fucking trashing him.
Yeah,
and I was like, it's crazy to think about that. I was like, because to me, but yeah, since I was young, he always was appeared to appeal to the youth more than anything, than like a fucking David Letterman or something.
Yeah,
or like a.
What his name?
Fucking Gay Leno.
Gay Leno is insane.
J Homo over here.
Right. J Homo.
That sucks.
or you combined them.
Gay
Homo.
Gay Homo.
All right, let's fucking whatever.
Hey, you got any penises over here?
head shaking, fucking hot dog head shaped ass motherfucker. I hate the way his head looks, bro. It makes me so mad.
He doesn't look like a real person to me.
His head is
Well,
like,
he was burned alive.
he's half black
Well,
now.
before he was burned alive,
he is half black technically.
he just looked like a Family Guy drawing or something.
He did look like a Family Guy. He looked. Yeah. It's pretty upsetting.
He looks like Seth MacFarlane was his god. You know?
like,
He looks
Why
like,
do you look like
he
that?
looks like Quagmire kind of.
He kind of
He has
does.
a Quagmire head.
That's why it's I'm like, what is wrong? Why is this like
penis
this?
is over here. You see this thing? You see the thing on the TV about the penis?
I just when I hear
And
him
a car
speak,
hits him.
Hits him and explodes. That's his entire shtick now. Like Jay Leno got into his car and exploded. He burned up, and then the network execs were like, "We love it.
We love
do that.
We love
do
it,
that
Jay. Do this
every
only.
episode.
every episode." It's just, and on today's episode, Jay Leno gets burnt up in a car. This is a Ford Focus. He turns it on. Tune in next time where we're going to be trying to Prius.
Take a time.
That'll be an electrical fire.
Stupid. I'd watch that though. Like
I'd watch-
I would finally watch the
I would
fucking
watch the full
late
first
night.
season, and I'd be like, it just got worse afterwards, man.
I would binge that entire show. Jay Leno exploding in comedians
in cars, comedians in cars
No.
blowing up.
comedian in cars exploding, and it's just Jay Leno in various
It's just-
electrical fires.
It's only Jay
Would-
Leno. It's
would-
never anyone else.
It's never anybody else.
Would fucking would Seinfeld get pissed off?
Or he just calls the
Hey,
guests.
you jacked my premise.
You stole my premise. Jay, what are you
Hey,
doing?
we had to defend against Iran. We
And,
had to defend
and
against
then he
Iran.
just runs into Jay Leno.
Yeah.
I'm coming.
What's the deal with airplane foods and Iran?
And Iran.
And
You hear about this fucking?
Hearing his takes about that shit made me so sad.
I'm not
you hear
gonna.
about, you hear about
It
this
made me so sad, but I was like, obviously.
Wait, what are you talking about?
I'm not. Yeah, there's certain people. I'm like, I don't want to hear your takes about the
All the stuff in
Muslim people. I just don't want. I
what?
don't want to hear anything.
Jerry Seinfeld's opinion on Israel.
Yeah, I don't want. I just don't want to.
Obviously.
I mean, it made me so sad because what you call it was on there. What's his name? Ari Shafir. He was talking to
know who that is.
He's a famous comedian who.
Oh, is it the bald one?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right, yeah.
extremely. Actually, a really horrible person, which is
He
actually
is?
crazy.
He's a
Oh
really-
yeah.
dickhead?
I heard something about like a prank he pulled that was crazy.
A prank.
What did he do?
He shot a baby.
You know what?
It's a fake bullet. Wasn't fake at all.
I thought you said it's a Fent bullet.
It's a fit. Oh my god!
It's like it's a round.
Shot the baby and injected fentanyl in him.
giving a
shooting somebody with fentanyl bullets.
That
giving a
Yo,
schizophrenic baby fentanyl is just the most sad. It's almost
They
so
can't grow
ridiculous
up.
it can't be funny.
we finally have to. You know, I know it's called murder, but let's actually make a bill to have something called post-birth abortion.
Yeah.
For that, because just for like babies that are psychotic or schizophrenic, and then they have fentanyl laced bullets shot into them. You gotta post birth.
It's just pulling its hair out.
Grabbing its little head, give a baby holding its head in pain.
It's so fucking evil. You hear about this? You hear about this?
At that point, the doctor's like, thank God Biden signed this post-birth abortion and just gunned him.
It's a fucking what is it? It's a fucking Winchester fucking old Colt.
It's a super old fucking. It's a fucking flintlock.
A blunderbuss.
The barrel of the gun
Oh my
is bigger
God.
than a baby's head.
Dude, he just puts the baby on top of the blunderbuss.
This is the world the Democrats want. This is the world the Democrats want.
It's
They want
what they want.
confetti.
They want to put your baby in a blunderbuss, and they want to pull the trigger, and I with fentanyl bullets. So they want to load
Illegals.
They want to
Not the
load
fentanyl bullets.
They want to load illegal alien fentanyl bullets into blunderbusses and shoot your babies 5 months, 6 months, 9 years after birth.
9 years after
Baby,
birth.
they want to abort your 7-year-old baby. They want to abort it. That's what they said. Yeah.
You hear about this baby that overdosed on fentanyl?
Got a fentanyl bullets in them.
You see this shit?
You see this fucking shit?
Anyway, today's episode's a motorcycle.
They ran a Cybertruck.
The fucking Cybertruck just
turns
turns the ignition and just blows up.
The Cybertruck, he turns it on, rams into a wall, and just flies through. Just fly, like the car doesn't bend or crumble the way it's supposed to. So he just flies. He pancakes into the wall.
I mean, he hits it for a while. It's static. He's like, oh, why this ball? And it's like a horse running with a string attached to a baby. It just
Oh my God.
jettisoned through the fucking wall.
Do you hear about this fucking? You hear about this shit?
Dragging a baby on a horse?
You hear about these people that drag the baby with a horse?
Yeah, they did.
I
You hear
saw
about
a
these people that
video.
drag the horse with a baby?
The Democrats. This is Democrats' world.
This is
Yeah?
what the Democrats want.
I saw a video of, for some reason, like a bull was charging, right? And for some reason, it had like a string. I guess somebody was guiding it with a string, and they let go obviously because that shit will break.
A string or a rope? What the fuck? A thread.
You're right.
A rubber band.
You're a rope. It was a rope.
Okay.
And what happens for some reason it had like the little fucking it had the thing for somebody to grab.
Yeah.
And it ran past some guy and somehow it got caught on this guy's fucking foot and he got pulled and literally like as soon as it pulled him he hit the ground. Turned off. It's like somebody unplugged the computer instantly, and he was just getting dragged for a while.
Dude.
And they were trying to slow down the boat. Nobody wanted to get in the bull's way to slow it down.
Of course not.
So this guy was just unconscious in an undeveloped place. Obviously.
Look, the way that you
so his
feel-
head was bouncing off plenty of rocks.
He was 8 different people before he died. Like, he was like, I'm Tim. I'm Louis. I'm Louise. And then bam, gone.
And that's it. That's it.
That's like 9 rebirths.
Jeez, man.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Like if you're being dragged by a bull, and I don't know you,
Yeah, I'm not gonna help.
I'm not.
Even if I know you, I'll be like,
Even
look,
though I know you, I have to feel some.
Even if-
I have to feel some type of way about you. Really,
Yeah, because really, what am I gonna do?
right? What am I gonna
That's
do?
the thing.
What am I gonna do that's going to
how do
quell
you
this?
stop them? I feel like I've never even learned how you stop them.
Fentanyl.
Yeah,
The
fentanyl
fent
bullets.
Getting a bullet addicted to fentanyl is so
Fent
sad.
bullets, man. That's such a stupid.
It like dissolves. It's like solidified fentanyl. It hits you and it dissolves.
It dissolves in you.
So
It's-
is it
yeah.
like-
And you're like,
Like, you know, like-
and it hits you, so it welts it, so it definitely hurts.
You know, on hollow point bullets, right? How they explode into you.
Yeah, and they just.
So that's basically they replace that last little part with fent. And so when it hits you, it just shatters into your body. It immediately absorbs it. You're
like,
fucked.
no.
You're immediately
No, it's amazing.
fucked. No, you're like, oh, you feel good. I don't even what fentanyl's like a downer. Right?
I don't know.
So you're-
I really have
It's
no
an
clue.
Unbelievable down.
yeah, right. So you're just like
Like imagine Xanax, but much worse.
Xanax are
Xanax is kind of tame.
wait, is that wait?
Yeah.
hold on. Oh yeah. People
Xanax-
take Xanax to relax, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine Xanax, like extremely strong Xanax, but way worse.
Okay.
And also just straight up, like people that take fentanyl are like.
You hear
what
about
do
the bull that you would overdose on fentanyl?
It's because it's
You
all
hear
like
about the bullet that overdosed on
you
fentanyl?
hear about the bull that ran through Spain
bull-
with tripping on fentanyl? You see this
you
shit?
see when it kicks in, the bull's like going crazy. Then
None of this falls.
Well, you know how like it would be like a late night show where it'd be like, well, he had a comment on the issue. Was the bull from the fentanyl overdosing bull from Spain? Here he is. And it's you expect the guy in a suit, but they actually bring the bull out.
The bull's like sitting in a chair with his legs crossed, like
some motherfucker is
It's just
dragging,
dragging
it. in.
it's so high. It's so.
It's not funny at all. He's like, so Mr. Bull, what
He's telling
what do you
jokes
do?
and
What do
he's
you
laughing
do?
at him. He's just laughing at his own fucking jokes and making fun of the bull. This bull that's going through a horrible time.
It's tripping on substances it has no way of conceptualizing.
And then like, man, real funny, Mr. Bull. Looks like you're full of bull crap.
You're full of bullcrap.
Hey, look at this bullshit over here.
He starts slapping it.
Hey, look at this.
Blows its knees off.
Oh, maybe we can get a little more barbaric. Just all over the
He
audience.
doesn't even use a chainsaw. He just like he digs his nails into its skin and rips the skin off the bull live on TV. Look at this, guys. You see this? You see this shit?
The audience is crying, laughing.
The audience, everybody,
They're all laughing like me at my hardest.
everybody in the audience is slapping their knees.
Slapping. Some guy
Their
busts his
pants
knees
are
open.
red, with it, like they're breaking bones.
They fucking broke their fucking
Someone-
legs.
It's you see juice flying, like red blood flying up like paste.
You see this shit? Look at this shit. She's shooting a bull in the knees 50 times with a Colt.
He sets his hands on fire and then he digs his flaming hands into the bull and pulls its fucking skin off.
Hold on a second, I'll be right back. And then fucking 10 seconds later,
Yeah, they're the gods.
crash into the bull. The whole building just
The whole building blows up like a nuke. There's a mushroom cloud that comes up on the building.
And they do this every week. Every night.
You
this
see the
happens.
fucking janitors and the construction workers just standing by. All right, here we go.
One guy's like, what the fuck is happening? One guy's not absorbed into the bullshit. He's like, this is really crazy.
First time?
First,
Yeah, you never had to rebuild the building in 72 hours, have you?
That's so good.
it's like Eric Andre. Like he destroys the set. They gotta just put one down real fast.
Their schedule must be so fucking crazy.
So they're all so stressed out. They're calm.
They're single-handedly keeping the economy afloat at that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
they
he's
must
like,
be.
man,
They
he's like,
must be.
Yeah, that was really good, man. I really enjoyed it. They exploded.
Cost $50 million to rebuild this set
Leno's
every
body
2
is-
days.
He's
$50 million.
Leno's mangled and ripped open, but he has a really advanced cloning tech, so he's able to be fine. But they like drag his like only the middle of his body, the torso out. And he's like, yeah, that was really good. He's missing like an eye. Most of his face is gone.
It's like Gus Fring from.
He's like, yeah, it's really good, man.
This is a great show. Thanks for coming. Thanks for everybody.
Put me in the vacuum tank so I can heal.
So
Like
stupid.
fucking sleeps 25 minutes in a vacuum tank and he's back. He's back. Jay Leno actually can heal way faster than regular people.
No,
Right. That's how he survived that first explosion.
yeah.
Man, the first one was really that bad. It tickled a little bit. Then I woke up, half my brain was gone.
The first one awakened something in me. I think it's my powers.
Like, you know how people
I think I can survive anything now that I think about it.
Yeah.
shoots himself in the face twice.
Is
He's
fine.
dead. No, he dies.
guns in
He
the-
dies. He overdoes it. He reaches too hard.
No.
He dies.
No, why'd you do
Why'd
that?
you do that, Jay Lee? You were so funny.
He was alive the first shot, but he got greedy and he shot himself again. He killed himself.
This has been chaotic. We're gonna go to questions. Jesus Christ.
How long? That was almost a 35-minute rant about Jay
Jay
Leno.
Jay Leno's new show. Exploding car. I really like that.
Cars, comedians, and communism.
All right,
And
questionable. He's just saying words now.
Yeah, totally.
They're deceased. That's it.
Just sees.
Questionable wrote in. We're gonna move on to questions from our patrons over at patreon.com/snark. I forgot to say that at the beginning of the show. Whatever. Questionable wrote in. He says, "What is this? How would you feel? How would you feel if you died and went to hell, only to realize that you're the only person bad enough to go there?" I would assume there's something wrong.
Yeah, I'd make a complaint. I'm like, excuse me, eternal ruler of darkness. Where's Hitler?
I would plead my case. I think I would be like, hold up. No way. Like, there's just no shot. Something got mixed up. Either this is not hell, and you're fucking with me because that's what my hell is.
Yeah.
That you're fucking with me. That's how I would be thinking about it.
Now, so that means nobody else is in there. You're the first one.
You're either the first one or you're the only person in all of humankind to
first person
qualify
that
for hell.
I'm like, I'm so
Well, then
not
I would
that
ask.
bad.
I would ask what qualifies me to be in hell.
Everybody else prayed before they died or got baptized.
But then I would everyone but me. So I was just so stubborn. So like just that's what you have to do though. Remember that. Remember that if you have if you have a time, because if you spontaneously die, then you can't. But be like, Jesus, forgive me for all my sins. Also, Allah, whatever.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
whatever else exists.
Just
And then,
to cast a wide net.
huge net, and then say, I believe you in whatever, and then that, because that's literally from what I've been taught. That's the only stipulation.
You gotta mean it though.
I didn't. That's not what they told me.
You gotta mean it.
That is not what they tell you.
You
actually.
gotta mean it. You gotta really be like.
You just
God.
gotta repent. And then you gotta
Apparently,
believe
if you're baptized, you're fine.
yeah. Well, if you're
In
if,
certain sects, anyway. I don't know.
if you're not, well, the point of baptism is supposed to be if you don't get baptized, you're fucked. Because
Right.
so basically everybody asks, so what about fucking babies that didn't have the opportunity.
Well, they're fucked.
You
Yeah.
know, they go to purgatory.
Well, at least that's
All the babies.
that's
All
where
the babies go.
I like
Dude, that was my favorite level in fucking Dante's Inferno.
The
You're
little
killing all the
babies
little
with
babies.
the hooks. I'm like, what the hell is this?
That was so cool. I thought that was like, this is metal as fuck. We're just
yeah.
like slaughtering demon babies.
Fucking those babies up. You can like grab them, slam them down and shit.
It's
You
crazy.
baby.
Just grab one and just squeeze.
Punk ass. And I think it was Cleopatra that was taking those babies out of her fucking nipples. It's like
Wait.
yeah. So there's a
What are you talking about?
The same game. There's
In
like
that
a
game?
giant Cleopatra. I'm pretty sure it's Cleopatra. And she's like giant, and then her tits, and there's tongues out of her fucking nipples, and then she grabs puts her hand up to her nipples, and then throws babies. It's on that platform that's like ascending, and then after that you fight Antony, I think. Some guy I think she was fucking or something like that.
You fight the
Yeah.
angels right in that game, right or no? Right? You
No.
don't,
No.
You're just Christian
You don't fight
only.
any. You don't fight any.
holy.
Anything holy.
No.
You're
Yeah, you're just in hell, fucking with all the dumb shit in there.
beating up the devil.
Yeah.
The poor devil's down there minding his own goddamn business, and this fucking angry white dude shows up. And he's like,
Yeah, that's-
"Even you're not safe." And he's like, "What?" And he starts beating his ass.
That's exactly how it went down. That was how it.
The moral of that story is that white men can
Achieve anything.
achieve anything.
Literally anything.
Yeah, you can fucking beat the
Look
devil.
at Kratos.
kill hell.
Look at Kratos.
God had a
Kratos is-
problem. That's true.
Kratos is the angriest
Kratos
white man ever.
literally
dog.
killed everyone.
Yeah,
There's an
Kratos
argument.
is like how DMX sounds.
Yeah. Like if you turn DMX's vocals
Into a person. it's
that
it's
is Kratos.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
He's Kratos. You think he could be Sun Wukong? People argue that question. If Kratos could be Sun Wukong,
Yes,
I don't, but I think
so,
it's
yeah.
possible.
I think
but
so.
I think so because I think the Greek gods are like Sun Wukong. According to Black Myth, he got his ass whooped.
he got jumped. He got jumped though.
He got it's all's fair in love and war. Little hiccup. Fucking nigga hit him with that axe.
According,
They destroy.
according to Black Myth, makes it sound like you have your own myth.
we have our own lore.
According to
Black
Myth.
lore.
I don't know, man. I feel like Kratos should win, but I think Sun Wukong as a character is so like Kratos is ridiculous, and but he doesn't do anything that contradicts like existence as a whole. Opposed to Wukong consistently like, yeah, I'm just gonna eat it. I'm just gonna go to hell and fuck the devil 3 times, and then my friends can't die now. Like even though Kratos does he does like, oh, I beat up like I fought my way out of dying. Technically in 3
Multiple
right?
times.
Doesn't he die in the PSP one? He dies there.
He dies
and
in
he
every
kind of
ga-
just doesn't want to die anymore when he comes back.
He dies in every major game.
Really, he does?
Yeah, so the
I know
first
he
one he
goes
gets
there.
killed by Ares.
Oh no, he jumps, he goes into the hole. I remember.
So he's in
And he
Pandora.
climbs out of the underworld.
Yeah, he's in
Literally.
Pandora's box. Well, not Pandora's. Sorry, he's in the Pandora's temple. And fuck, I think the whole most ridiculous part of that entire franchise is fucking Ares is still in like Sparta or wherever the fuck he is, nowhere near Kratos, and he's like, oh, he retrieved the box, grabs a piece of a pillar, throws it, I don't know, 1,000 miles, and impales Kratos' chest. And I'm like, this guy's too good. How do you beat that? How do you beat? You can't. There's a guy that is so far away. He just like, oh, here, kills him. Somehow Kratos still is able to beat him somehow with someone that is that accurate from that far away. But let's just.
It's so
so
funny because it's
fucking
like,
absurd.
They try to mundanify the last 2 games, and it's like, how do you this nigga is insane. Like the fact that Kratos had any sort of problem with anyone in the Norse mythology after the shit he did so easily in the previous one, just like,
Yeah,
this is the guy that like died and then was like, I don't want to be dead, and just stopped being dead.
Yeah.
He just came back. Like in the one for PSP, he goes to like Elysium and he's like, I don't want to be here anymore. And he just leaves.
Well, he leaves.
He just leaves.
Well, he
That's
leaves
it.
because he had an act of a selflessness. Because he was like, oh, I can just stay here
And hang on my
with
family.
Calliope.
the most iconic moment where you gotta push her away.
You gotta keep circle. You gotta button mash circle to get her away.
That is my
No,
favorite. That is my
Dad.
favorite moment in a series.
You know what I
honestly.
did? I got all my fingers together and I'm like, I was fucking like, I put the controller down and
Don't fucking touch me, you stupid ass kid.
Get away from me, slut! And I was like, hell
You're
yeah.
part black.
Black. I'm gonna abandon you like a nigga.
The fact that they put that music on that interaction, I think they had to know. They were like, this is funny as fuck.
Well, it was funny. I don't know if it was that music. I can't remember. It's been so long since I played it.
Like, Dad, no. And she like clinches back in and you're like,
I think it was like, I don't remember, but that was what I liked about that PSP game though was that how it tied into because you didn't know it came out after God of War 2, and so Michael Clark Duncan, who played Atlas, you didn't know why they had beef because it's not explained. And I'm like, what the fuck happened? I wonder what happened. And then it's explained. So Atlas tried to fucking destroy the world with, I think, Persephone?
Yeah.
Was it? And then they failed. And then he was sentenced to carry the world. And then he's like, fuck you, nigga. And
I
he's
hate you, black
hey, you little bitch ass nigga. I'm fucking tired, bitch.
I think that he's holding up the world. I think that's such a... dude, mythology is so insane. Like I
love it.
Just like, what the fuck is
I was
going...
just like, how did this nigga lose? He's so strong.
Ares was overpowered. He was very much so the most ridiculous god out of all of them. Even more than Zeus. Like I think like he was just genuinely the most ridiculous god we saw.
Yeah.
Like Zeus was the king because they said he was the king, not because of the shit he would do. Ares would do shit constant, and I'm like, this nigga's unstoppable.
Yeah.
What is wrong with this?
Did you guys see that series about the Greek gods? It was made by the same studio.
Blood of Zeus.
Yeah. Did you see it?
I watched it. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you see both seasons?
Yeah, I finished the 7th season. Yeah, I did.
Yeah. The second season was really good. I liked it.
I liked it a lot until the end. It ended really stupid.
I forgot how it ended.
He just gets killed. The main character just gets killed. They're like, we should stop all this war and bullshit and like save the universe. And they're like, no. Then they summon the thing that eats universes. I forgot what it's called.
I don't remember.
But homie just gets stabbed. Like Ares just kills him, and I'm like, oh no, Hades. Hades just kills his nephew, and I'm like, wow, this is on brand for you guys.
How do I not remember that? That's so weird. I don't even remember that. Whatever.
Deities suck, man.
Let's
yeah.
This that though wrote in says who would win in a fight? One giant Andre 3000, one giant Andre 3000, or 3000 Andre the Giants.
How giant is Andre 3000?
That's a great question. I love the wording of that.
How giant is Andre 3000?
It's one giant Andre 3000. So okay, so
what's giant?
Giant, I would think like mythical. So like what? Like a couple stories? Like a couple stories? Like
the size of Yermingander?
Like at least I would imagine like at least like 6 stories. Like no shorter than 6 stories.
I think those Andre 3000s are getting the 3000 Andre the Giants are killing him.
No way.
6 they can jump on him and bite him in his ankles enough that his Achilles will disappear.
I just think that like a giant can just, it's like fighting ants at that point. It's like,
well, 6 stories isn't ants.
So okay, cockroaches.
6 stories is kind of ants.
6 stories is really tall, but the idea of
they're also proportionally that like listen, like I understand what you're saying, but functionally it's I guess it's more like moths. You know, or like a big bug.
I feel like
it's still bugs.
Yeah.
It's more like kittens. 3,000 kittens against a grown man.
No.
In size comparison, I would say yeah.
Maybe a newborn kitten.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you're saying kitten. Okay. So.
Yeah, like a new like
they
a
can
fresh
move,
kitten.
like they're able to move around stuff like that, but like it's just like
I think I got to give it to Giant Andre.
Yeah, Giant, because he's just stepping on him to hey on, like he's just stepping and he's just stepping on it, like,
yeah, he's winning.
Dang,
I think they have the 3,000 Andre the Giants have potential, but like they can't. They're just simply not gonna be able to maneuver in the same, like, because like a giant Andre 3000 could just knock a building over, and that's like even way more than he could do on his own.
Yeah.
And also 3,000, it's a lot, but it's not. You talk about like a million. That's a different story.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
a million. That's a slaughter.
That's a swarm.
But like,
you're
but like
done.
3,000, I think is like
3,000 is a lot. But like,
it's a lot, but it's not so much that I feel like you have to imagine. Okay, so 6-story tall Andre 3000.
6 stories between like what 12 to 15.
So you figure his footstep has got to be like 11 feet.
Yeah.
That's like, from a vertical standpoint, that's a lot. That's a lot per footstep.
Yeah, I don't think
You know?
if they were more agile, I think because like they have guns, and that many bullets will definitely kill you, even if you're like,
Well, yeah.
even if you're a giant, like maybe like 7 good shots of a gun is gonna kill a giant. Even, you know?
I don't.
I was trying to find this
Like-
page right here where this guy sometimes does like these like Gimli and Legolas versus 10 million orcs. Like it's just dumb shit like
the
that.
fuck?
And it does the visual of them like running into each other and fighting.
Yeah, and fighting. I was trying to find the one. I was trying to find
wins?
the
I mean, they all
10,000 Spartans versus 8,000 samurai. Oh, this is the one that I wanted to see. I think it was 1,000 Homelanders versus 500,000 Spartans. And I was like, this is so fucking absurd. But of course,
Homelander would destroy
the
them.
Homelanders destroy them.
Homelander could probably by himself destroy all those Spartans.
1,000? I was like, that's still too many. So they're like throwing a bunch of shit, but like,
That's insane. Yeah, it's
it's-
over. That's crazy.
Yeah, Homelander can fucking fly. When you can fly and then slam into the floor and not die,
Yeah.
you are automatically way too strong.
yeah, and when like most things can't hurt you,
Yeah.
like a Spartan is just a person.
Yeah.
They're just tough people. But what
Yeah.
happened is they got romantic because of freaking 300. Everybody's like, they're so dangerous. And it's
Yeah.
like, you don't remember them losing wars?
Well, they're
like, they were
dangerous.
getting killed by other people there, too. They were the best
They're too
fighters.
busy.
They're
Butt
dangerous.
fucking.
They're dangerous in a like a fucking Toyota dealership.
They're
like
dangerous.
or like
They're dangerous if you're Persian. Like,
They're dangerous if you're Persian or if you're a modern day person in most places.
remember how Britain swept through and annihilated them? Remember that stuff?
Right.
Yeah,
They're
but,
fucking guns.
you know, later, yeah, once modern
Okay.
gun shit.
So
out
I
the
asked The
guns.
Rock for his autograph. I told him my name is Derek Blackman. He death gripped my balls and said it's about dick. That'd be crazy.
Oh wow,
Yeah. Anyway, he wrote in.
did you want it?
I don't know, man. And he says, "Sup Prime up, Polyrath and Snorlax.
What was the first one?
Primeape,
Primeape.
Yeah,
Polyrath
the monkey.
and Snorlax. Who are these people?
Primeape's the monkey from Pokemon.
The fuck's a Snorlax?
So actually, the big
Sure.
rotund one. He's talking about me.
He's the big gay one.
Who's a Polyrath? Wait, why are these us?
Polyrath. is-
Why are you Polyrath?
I think he's Primate.
I think I might be Primate.
You might be. You do have the skin of Primeape.
You're around the same color.
Yeah.
You're Snorlax, clearly.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm Polyrath.
I guess you're Polyrath, yeah.
Fuck it.
Yeah,
I
whatever.
guess.
Polyrath's too cool to be.
I hope
Derek.
y'all-
No disrespect to Derek.
Damn. No disrespect.
No,
That's
I was like,
a
it's
rude
like
ass
when people be
thing.
like, no offense, but you're fucking gay. You're like,
No offense, but I'm
you're a
gonna-
dumbass black person that shouldn't be able to vote. But no offense.
no offense.
no offense, but you're worse than me in every way. I hope y'all have a nice fall. Question for you guys. What video game vehicle would you like to have and use IRL? I personally would get Axel's car in Twisted Metal 2 because no doubt it'll be fun to drive.
Car.
If someone cuts me off or I just shoot a missile at him. Dude, do you know Axel?
Yeah.
Yes. It's,
Isn't it the big wheel?
It's just some
It's
dude
so
in the center of
fucking
two tires.
stupid.
It is
God.
so fucking funny.
It's like I was like, why would anybody?
I have to ask Jaffe about that.
Oh.
Next time I'm on like anything with him because I'm just like, whose
thought
idea
of
was
this?
this? Because it is so damn
It's
stupid.
so absurd.
It literally is just a guy, like basically a Vitruvian man
Yeah. Yeah.
with like tires connected to his wrists, and that's how he drives around.
Like monster.
Is it him?
For anyone who
And
hasn't
the
seen
car
it.
is him basically
Yeah.
because
It-
he's the Axel.
Yeah, he's the Axel.
That is so motherfucking stupid.
Yeah, exactly.
That's so dangerously dumb.
I would love that vehicle though.
Such big fucking.
Imagine
like,
rolling up to
monster
work
truck wheels.
in your hand wheels.
Where do you even like? It's not street legal. Where can you park?
It's you. You.
Oh, you can't like get out of it. You can't even.
Yeah,
like,
you have to go into the office that way.
You gotta hope the wheels deflate they sink back into your wrist. So you can
Hey,
go
welcome to
into
this.
work.
Welcome to the show, Axel.
In today's car, it's Axel. he's sitting on Axel's shoulders, and he's like, "This is the new car. This car, I don't know what it's called. It's just a guy with wheels on his wrist. What's going on?" He turns the ignition, explodes, sets on fire.
What ignition?
He turns his ear, I guess. He puts a key in his ear.
He snapped his neck.
He shoves a key in the guy's ear. Oh! Relax a little bit, won't you?
Relax a little bit.
Gotta pull the choker, and then he like fucking starts pulling his dick. He's like, "There's a little throttle, you know, get the juices going."
That is insane.
Just out here masturbating.
I think I'm
Masturbating.
these producers keep giving me broken cars. If this keeps happening, I think I'm gonna become the Joker. I think
I'm gonna become the
He does a change of wardrobe into the Joker in the middle of the episode.
Self-aware he is of it too. I think I'm gonna become the Joker.
I think I'm gonna become the Joker.
Commissioner Jay Leno, let's go the Joker.
I fucking hate Jay Leno so much. I hate him even more because of this. I hate him so much.
Imagine hating somebody more based on a complete hypothetical that you invented about
bullshit.
them.
I mean,
that you're aware that you invented about him too. It's like
Look,
obviously this is not real in any sense, but we kind of chalk zoned this into reality somewhere.
You can do it, man, because that's what happened to John Cena.
Yeah.
I never gave a fuck about him until like some of these dumbass memes popped up of him, and I was like, oh, well, he seems all right.
Yeah,
and I was
I always like John Cena.
I didn't watch.
I didn't know who he was.
Watch
I didn't watch.
probably,
Ruthless Aggression really.
Yeah, that was my era of wrestling. That's when I got into it.
Gotcha.
Like, he's pretty cool. I like Randy Orton a lot, but I like Randy Orton because he's a bad person. Yeah. Like his evil
I saw John
made
Cena,
me feel good about the thoughts I had.
I remember
like,
the first time I
nice.
saw John Cena. I remember it was like a commercial for like a Fred movie, where like he was like,
oh right, he was in that.
And Fred's dad, John Cena. And they said it like it was like supposed to mean something. It's supposed to mean something to me. And I was like, I don't know who that is.
That's right, the Fred movie. Anybody seen the Fred movie?
Anybody see the Fred movie? Anybody here see the Fred?
He takes out a gun. He starts walking to the. Who did see the Fred movie?
Anybody see the fucking Fred movie?
You read this Fred
You better
movie?
hope somebody did. You better hope somebody did and knows every single thing about it.
I'm gonna quit you.
You read this Fred movie? John Cena's in it, but I haven't John Cena it.
I haven't. That's a Jay Leno joke.
Yeah.
Boom! And everybody starts laughing.
Or he just like, or he has like non-jokes and he just like reads ironic shit or something. Like, oh, look at this! Look what this says. Isn't that funny? And you're like, oh,
His bomb went off inside of a building.
You hear the news about these fucking filthy Palestinians? Yeah. I actually don't know what Jay Leno feels about that, to be honest with you. I can just assume.
I know nothing about his
He's
politics
rich.
other than him being extremely rich, so you know which way he leans.
Right, yeah.
You know who's been in his pockets already. So it's like,
Yeah, I
You
mean,
get richer and richer and richer. I mean, there's like there's so many examples of that. People
car. Fictional car.
Oh, right.
Ghost.
You got a fat cock.
Ghost.
What do you mean?
Oh, we got a ghost.
Like from Halo?
Yeah.
Oh, that would be so scary. I feel like I would.
I feel like getting in that thing would be, because I feel like
it's so much harder to drive than the game makes it seem.
there's no possible way that Chief would understand how to drive one of those. I think that, like, they say he gets in and he's like, no, he's not. This is not a human thing.
Well, they're
These are
specifically
for aliens. I guess because they probably stole them and they're like, let's figure out how to work them.
Yeah, they're specifically trained, I guess.
But like
a Marine definitely is not.
We're gonna get in and be like, what's going in? And
Just
boom.
your average fucking Marine. Your average Marine today probably doesn't know how to drive a normal car super well. You know?
Yeah, probably. I believe that.
Yeah. What's with the face?
Nothing, man.
Well, you fucking the proud and the Marines. Are you one of those fucking weirdos?
It's not about them being Marines. It's about them being Americans.
Yeah.
I'm aware.
And based on look, man, I don't know, man. I've driven a lot in this country. I've driven across it. Nowhere can people drive.
Nah, the only people we can drive is me crazy.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a Jay Leno joke.
Yeah.
They didn't know it was.
You got me crazy, you stupid nigga.
Oh my fucking god.
I think stupid, it's silly are so much better than like There's so much better beside the word nigga, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you silly black person. What are you doing? I think that's so mean to
You
say this
silly
about.
black is pretty good.
Silly black.
Lucky Kev. Lucky Kev wrote and he says, "Hey Chris, Derek, and Sween, who is gay." Wait, what? You don't have your little chia seeds in your
I had
water?
my fruits earlier today. I didn't need them.
Oh, that's right. We did it a little bit later today.
Yeah, I had my little fruity fruits.
And nothing.
Like you guys.
Wait, what the fuck? What's your wildest hear me out? And nothing boring like some alien or monster that's just a human but blue. Mine would be Excella from Resident Evil 5, but only when she's mid-transforming into her boss form.
That is so disgusting.
I don't know what Excella is.
I don't remember.
That's the bitch you fight on the boat.
Excella?
With the pendant, the one that has her titties halfway out. She has
No.
like that white satin thing, and she has like a pendant on, and she's like starts turning into a monster, and she gets like she has like a fucking like a fishy shell, sort of like a
On the boat?
yeah.
I only remember fighting that South African fag on the boat. Sorry, he's that dumb white guy. That's all like you know that one guy, and you fight him on the boat, and he's
I
like,
know who Excel is entirely. I just don't remember her boss fight, but I remember.
I remember her. I just
character.
can't remember her fight. I remember the dumb white guy. What was his name? He had like that dumb South African.
I don't remember.
How do you not remember that guy? He's like the only cheesy villain guy in the. He's like the way that he talks.
This is it.
This is her.
Yeah, he's pulling up the scene right now. Yeah, I remember her tits
So
in
mid-
the white dress. I just don't.
Yeah, I'd bash her inside.
So mid transformation. I'm trying to look for like the
'cause
mid.
That's the thing. Like, I don't remember what she looks like right there. She's all mad because
I never got this deep into the
Because
game.
Wesker won't fuck her. Wesker's like.
Well,
"You're a
Wesker's
woman."
not. He's way far beyond pussy.
Wesker's misogynistic to people. Like,
Yeah. He's not. He has no concerns about like food and like pussy.
his dick don't work at all anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, she just looks like a bunch of tentacles.
No, because she falls into the water and she starts transforming. I know that.
I mean, I don't know. I'm watching the scene.
No, it's the pile thing. Keep fast forwarding a little bit, huh?
This game's so ridiculous.
Wow, I forgot about this part.
I mean, you already lost me.
Oh, this point he's talking about.
That's not. I mean,
The
that's just.
tentacles start coming out of her mouth and shit.
I don't really see it, my guy. I got to be real.
Who's my wildest? Hear me out. I don't
So it's
have-
just like.
Wildest hear me out. That's
So
not just
the thing that's weird about his hear me out, right, is that he's saying that that's what gets him going when she starts having tentacles before she's just a big titted whore? Because like that's what it's like. You know what I mean?
So graphic, but I guess I know what you mean. But like,
But
whoa,
you don't remember that fucking white weird dude? The
remember.
he talks like this. You don't remember that guy?
I don't remember the other guy.
I can't fucking remember his name.
I remember Wesker. I remember Joe being the villain.
That's
I remember
Skelvin McCreaky. From
You don't
Resi-
remember Skelvin, dude?
You don't remember
The fuck?
Skelvin McCreaky from Resident Evil 5?
Were you even paying attention? It's Skelvin.
I guess okay. So the thing, I've been ruminating on the question, I guess. But for me, I think the spider from what the fuck is that movie? James and the Giant Peach.
That makes sense.
the spider. Yeah, the spider's pretty bomb. Ricardo Irving.
I forgot about that nigga. I forgot.
Yeah, like he transformed because you shoot him on the boat. Like you have these things on. You have the machine guns on the side of the boats or whatever the fuck they're called, and you gotta. It's just another dumb.
Yeah, but
boat
that
boss
may
fight.
be the ocean fight where you're actually on the water.
Yeah, that's when
fighting.
you're and it's like
And you gotta
sun.
shoot, you gotta shoot the orbs on this like the fucking weird like ball sacks.
Yeah,
with
something like that.
tentacles.
Or he's like hanging in the mouth or something, and then you shoot him off, and then he like
He's like a
disintegrates.
urchin. I remember. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like writhing on the floor. I remember that
Yeah.
scene came back to me now. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I feel like most characters that are, for me, the closest is like the cat girl from Darkstalkers. But even her, it's like I wouldn't
Felicia?
fuck her. But I wouldn't fuck her. I'd be like, you have paws.
Yeah, I Felicia's
I thought you meowed.
meow, meow. Yeah, meow.
If you meowed, I would have. We would have had to stop the podcast. Of how vulgar I would have got.
Meow, meow. No, yeah, no. She's bad.
I couldn't. No, she's too cat for me.
Yeah,
She's too
I
cat.
would just.
Morgan is where the line stops for me. Even like Morgan is like.
What do you mean the line stops? She just has wings.
She has wings.
She literally just has wings.
And that's where my line. Like that's it.
That's not even a line. That's stupid. Oh no, wings.
So there's like this. There's a scale right from 1 to 7 for like how animal someone could be. 1 is human. 2 is like straight up a fucking cat or some shit. like dead ass a cat. I can't go. I'm teetering on as far as going to 3.
Okay, so let me ask. Do you remember the cat werewolves from Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island?
Yeah.
Where do they fit?
Probably like a 4.
Are they at that line?
Yeah, I'm not fucking with those. That's a cat.
I don't remember exactly.
That's
what they
a
look
big
like.
ass cat person. I'm not doing that.
I feel like I remember
I wouldn't even fuck. I would probably. Chitara is the line. I think Chitara is almost too far. I think she actually is too far.
I can't remember exactly how those cat people look.
I think even Lonnie from freaking.
What about Cheetah?
Cheetah from what?
From DC.
Oh, she's too far.
That's pretty rough. Yeah,
She's too far.
That's pretty rough.
Yeah. No, that I wouldn't do that.
Yeah,
I totally.
That's pretty bad.
My main thing is
It's way worse than I remember.
It's
way worse.
There's a cat.
You look back now,
because they
you're
have
like,
complete
ew.
cat faces. They just have only human like
hair and
limbs.
proportions.
Yeah.
I remember it being like different. I think I remember like the mid transformation scene or something where they're still mostly people, but they got like maybe they have the eye that's like the vertical pupil or whatever.
The moment you get animal ears, I'm like, yeah, man, I'm kind of out of this fight.
Yeah, I have one. So I have one. Hear me out here. So, your boy. Oh, cool. I like how you're loading. Thanks. Okay. Oh wait, wrong bitch. So yeah, your boy still plays Raid Shadow Legends, and they just introduced a new faction, the Sylvan Watchers, and a lot of them are like wood elves, and like some of them are kind of like, kind of centaur. There's some stuff on there. There's this like satyr bitch right here that like I was like, all right, it's it's just the legs that are.
Oh, I see.
But I was like, I think I can go past that because it's just the legs.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
they're
And
usually.
I'm not even looking at the leg.
That's usually out of frame anyway.
Yeah, I was saying I'm not looking at the legs. I can't even see them.
There's a character from Critical Role named Fern, right?
Yeah.
No, there isn't.
There is. No, there isn't. I watch it. No, there's not. But her name is. I'll show a picture of her, and I'm like, you're too far. But like,
Yeah. Anyone listening, look up Ayla Life Braid from Raid, so you can see the.
She's got like ankles, basically.
Yeah, she's like a satyr, but then she also has her ears are like kind of in that goatee kind of thing too.
Oh, that would be distracting. That'd be too much.
I didn't notice it though, really. So that's why I think like
put your hair over it.
Put the hair over it. I think I'm
put your hair over it. I can't even begin. That would make me so mad. I would go to a blind rage where I was sleeping with a woman and then her hair moved and then she had goat ears.
No, I'd come so much harder though, but I'd be like, no.
Lean Mean King Peen wrote in.
All right.
It says, hello, Seaman Queens. Have you guys noticed these life hack videos along the lines of, oh my god, you've been doing this wrong the whole time, and they proceeded to do the most retarded shit imaginable?
No.
For example, I saw a guy cut a pint of ice cream into quarters and stick popsicle sticks in them with the tagline, OMG, I've been eating ice cream wrong the whole time.
That's
Look,
just no.
Look, it should be noted that this is literally the point of this content, right? It is literally like a lot of it. I've seen some stuff that is actually kind of useful, but like for the most part, it is just absurd shit that would be so cumbersome to do that it gets you to comment, this is so stupid.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of the new meta now. There's no authentic. There's no more, like, we're past the point of the days when the internet was built as a tool for people to help each other out with certain things.
Right.
Like, now it's just like, we want people to click.
Right.
And we want people to
comment.
Comment.
We want.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I noticed is like every time I put a spelling error in a tweet, it gets more engagement.
Yeah.
because
So I've been
people are
like, so I've
you're
been,
fucking dumb, Chris, and it's like, okay, I guess.
yeah, or they comment with like a correction.
Oh, correction.
You know, which is engagement, which is a click. It's click through. It's more important actually because it's actually like engaging. And so it's people are eager to feel smarter than everybody around them. So in any way that they can present themselves to the world as like, oh well, this person's stupid and I'm smarter than this person, they'll do it, even if it's completely intentional on the person's behalf. It's real. And so this is one of them. I've seen some stupid shit on like life hacks where it's like life hack, microwave a fucking gun, and it's like
Yeah.
make the bullets hotter.
Microwaving a gun is so stupid.
Make the bullets hotter.
The gun just shoot it off, and you're like, I can't wait till it's done. 30 seconds left.
I mean, somebody would do it, man. There's that one chick that little girl that died recently because there was on TikTok on the main page on how to asphyxiate yourself.
That is fucking
And
wild.
then she's like, let me try.
I don't even.
And then she died. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? When I was like
such a waste.
That
That's so sad.
That makes me feel really not good.
to me,
I don't
I'm
know,
just
man.
like,
It's
well,
just like, why are you so stupid?
exactly. Because my thing, I'm like, oh, she wasn't going to make it that far anyway, unfortunately. But I mean, that's real, though.
That's cruel but real.
Because, like, most kids would see that asphyxiation video and be like, that's crazy. I'm not doing that.
I don't know. Honestly, I question that sometimes too because it's like I feel like it's really just a matter of like freak accidents or like freak lapses in judgment because there are stupid people that I'm astounded you made it this long. You know what I mean? There are people like, how the fuck did Jordan Peterson make it this long?
Well, he
was probably
well,
rich.
see, but he's not. Well, he wasn't. He got. I mean, his whole thing, his origins was. You can see all he was just. I'm this Toronto guy.
Peterson origins.
He blew up on that fake. See, Peterson.
I still think about the term origins that sounds so like dramatic.
Yeah.
It's like his origins, and I'm thinking like, I immediately imagine him, like I immediately imagine Jordan Peterson in like the Spider-Man 3, like,
Font,
like,
on top
on top of the gargoyle in the rain.
That goes kind of. That goes a little hard.
It goes harder than it should. It makes me mad because I think that's cool.
Do you think he understands? Do you think like they understood how hard that would go? Like that image?
I think they had an idea of it. I think what happens with badassery, people have ideas of how badass things are. And sometimes, like for Ghost Rider, right? Ghost Rider, like somebody thought it was really badass, and it's fairly badass. But the longer time goes by, it gets dumber. But that image of him just in all black with the rain on him is way more badass than that movie is at all. That movie is not badass at all. It's in fact really sad, a really sad portrayal of a person.
Ooh, speaking of engagement, there's a YouTuber. I found out. I've been watching this guy. I don't know if I mentioned it on. I did. I think I mentioned it on the last episodes or whatever. I've been watching this guy named the Birdman. He got a little popular from shitting on CinemaSins.
Oh yeah,
basically everything wrong with CinemaSins or whatever. And then he every once in a while just goes out of his way to shit on small content creators that shit on him. It's funny because most people don't do that. Most people are like, oh, I don't want to punch down. He's like, I don't give a fuck. But anyway, it's fucking fun. I was like, this is crazy. So there's a guy with like, 1,000 subscribers or less, and he just fucking dismantles his video. But this guy, he made videos, this guy that he was shitting on, he made a video talking about how Spider-Man 2 sucks and Spider-Man 3 is great. And I'm like, I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
Because there's no way you can actually believe that.
Yeah, come on.
If you're a fan of movie or film. But I was like, oh, this is perfect.
That's just like, look.
You're getting people upset.
I love Spider-Man 3 more than I should. But in no world are they close.
That'd be like me trying to make a video essay arguing that Mortal Kombat 95 Mortal Kombat's a good fucking movie. It's just stupid. It's like, no, it's not. I enjoy the movie, but that's different.
It's like writing a video essay. It's like Married with Children is the most important contribution of you know what I mean? It's like, listen. Like I like me some Married with Children. I like it, all right? But this is not brought up often.
Fuck off, you dumb bitch whore.
Hey, get off, you stupid bitch. Can you believe this dumb bitch? Jay Leno's in the background for some reason. Still.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ed O'Neill. Get the fuck out of here, eh? Hey, Peg, why are you in my house, you dumb slut?
Dumb slut. You fucking dumb slut.
Peg, let me chew on your fucking vaginal discharge like bubblegum, Peg.
That's insane. He would not be that interested in her.
No, he would not. He would throw up.
He doesn't love
He's
her.
so he does not love. He's married to somebody he does not love and does not find attractive. That's crazy.
100%. And he flirts with every hot chick that comes around him. He's always like, oh, this is so great.
It's really because like I think it's supposed to be like, isn't she like conventionally attractive to everyone else but him? And then he's just like, oh, my fucking bitch wife, I can't stand the fucking whore. I want to choke her to death in my sleep. I can't stand my gay fucking son and my stupid dumb whore daughter. I want to kill everybody. I got a dog. I call him nigger.
Fucking asshole.
There you go. Another one.
There you go.
I called the dog the hard R. Oh my God. Dude, that's so absurd.
But yeah, he just doesn't.
That show, that show, look, it came out when divorce was skyrocketing. It was pretty clear. Divorce
is in. Yeah. we need a show.
Women and autonomy, and then all of a sudden there was like a little subsect of guys that realized that, all I can do is either complain about how everything sucks and women sucks, or I have to be better because then, the women are going to keep leaving us. So they made a show for, here's Al Bundy, the guy that sucks cock, won't fuck his wife who's actually kind of bomb. They just make her dress stupid. And I'm going to start a club of hating women. And my life sucks as I sell shoes. It was just basically the caricature of every guy that complains. It's basically incels now, right? It's what an incel is now. But it was still funny. It's still a complete bullshit premise, but it's still fun.
I love how bitter he is. I love how much he hates his son.
Right, because it's so...
He can't stand his kid. I think it's so...
He doesn't hate Bud. He just thinks he's kind of a wuss. That's it. He didn't really hate him.
But it's a story of like how fucking Hank Hill just can't understand Bobby being neurodivergent. He just can't do it. Like, he can't grasp the fact that his son is...
Oh, totally.
Your son's on the spectrum.
That makes sense.
Hank.
That makes sense.
Now, Bobby, listen clear. I want you to sneak into Jay Leno's penthouse and place a bomb in his Ford Focus, which he keeps in his penthouse.
Now listen, Bobby, it is going to be an arduous mission.
Ford Focus is in his penthouse.
What's that fucking movie where they tried to like steal a car from like the top floor of a building?
Wasn't that Fast and Furious?
Fast and Furious, where they drive the car.
It wasn't
Fast and
Fast and Furious.
7?
It was like a dumb comedy with like
Fast and Furious?
the heist. It was like Ben Stiller.
Tower Heist?
Tower Heist. I think that's what it was.
I saw that movie when that was like Eddie Murphy coming back after a long time.
It was like Eddie Murphy. I think Ben Stiller. I think.
Yeah, Ben Stiller.
And then like a couple people, and I think there was like a car in like the top floor of like a building. And they tried to get it. That's how I'm imagining it.
Yeah,
that's how Jay Leno's cars is. It's just like he's just got like one really like kind of a cramped apartment, despite how big it is.
Yeah.
But it's all full of cars.
It's all
his fridge is sitting in like the back seat of like a convertible. He has to climb over it to open. It's the most.
He gets out his bedroom through car, like a series of moving through cars.
So inconvenient. You only needed to walk 10 feet from the bedroom to the bathroom, but you gotta scale two cars,
climb.
Go around a Jeep, and then you gotta just.
But you see his forearms and his grip is crazy because of how much he climbs and shit.
He's like a fucking ape.
Damn near suction cups.
He's
on
like
his fucking
fucking.
fingers,
He's
dude.
like Beast from the X-Men. You find out, he's fucking hulking with muscle under his stupid face. Like, he looks fat, but no, he's
like he flexes and you just see muscle just rippling.
That's why I can
he
take
looks
all
like
that
Ronnie Coleman.
I've seen comments online. Everybody thinks I'm a fat retard, but actually I'm pretty.
Actually, I have more raw strength than pretty much any human on the planet.
I'm pretty swole. Well, look at this. Bring the bull out again.
He takes the bull's head and squeezes it. It's a paste.
He digs into the floor, grabs a bunch of the ground, squeezes it, and starts pelting it at the fucking
my
fans,
God. Dude.
throwing it through their heads and shit.
Do you see? Did you watch Attack on Titan, like the later seasons?
Yeah.
Where that fucking
The Beast Titan,
the Beast Titan just flinging
and it
fucking
was just
debris,
going through people.
Dude, why? I'm not gonna get into it.
What? Let's hear it.
No, I was. It's just so, like, you guys got to figure out something else. That thing is so fucking deadly. And then who was that? Who was it?
Levi.
Irvin?
Levi,
No.
yeah. Ackerman, Levi Ackerman, the guy that just beat him by himself. He just fucking fought
No.
him alone. Aaron?
The main.
Aaron Yeager.
No, not Yeager. Irvin, right?
The main character, right?
Not that. No. So Eren Yeager's
You're thinking about Alwyn
Carruthers? The captain.
Levi Anchorman. Yeah.
You're thinking
the
of-
small dude.
No, he's not the captain.
You're thinking of
Levi is literally the captain.
No.
That's Captain Levi.
no, that's not
literally.
him. That's not him. You're thinking of Alvin Carruthers.
Yeah, I'm thinking of.
What are you?
I'm thinking of the guy that takes orders from Levi.
Oh, I forgot his. I think it's Irving then. Irving,
Yeah, I think it's Irvin. That's what I was trying to say. That guy was like convinced everybody to just charge, and I was like, "This is the." I almost wanted to turn it off because I was like, "This is so fucking
You watched
sad."
Attack on Titan?
I watched the whole series.
You really? You actually finished the series?
Yeah, when you're this dude, started in 2013, right? I think when the series first came out over here, of Funimation or whatever the fuck, and then it took 2 trillion years to finally finish. You're invested. I have to see how it ends.
And the ending was shit.
Well, of course it was.
And he was gonna be
well,
dog shit.
it was because it started off good, and then the main guy was like, "I'm a fucking crazy asshole.
I'm a terrorist, in fact.
I'm
And I
a
was like,
fucking
oh, nice.
dumb fascist idiot, and I'm going to make the most unsatisfactory ending possible because this is what I want." And again, that's what happens, though. You know, when an artist has control of their product, they can do what they want. And unfortunately, sometimes instead of making a satisfactory ending, they're just like, "I just want to do what I want," and that's the product.
That's
the product.
I think that show suffers because first and foremost, you don't see the whole part about Eren becoming so radical. You don't see in the show. In the manga, it goes to all of that. Like when he was captured, that's a whole like 30, 40, 50 chapters of that, of him going crazy, which he always was kind of crazy.
Well, I will
but
say,
it's
like him, it's the whole. It's kind of wild how all that kind of works out at the end, especially if you've seen. But long story short, just the way that it ended, I think the only thing that really matters when you're telling a story is that the ending is satisfactory. It doesn't have to be. It has to be satisfactory, meaning even if it's like dark and horrible, still needs to be satisfactory, right? Like I can see this outcome. Like, okay, it didn't make me feel good, but I understand. It didn't have that.
Nah, I think the
That's-
whole
that's it.
problem
That's
with
really
that
the big
series
thing.
is that like
There's-
this motherfucker saw the future. He saw the world going bad. He saw that it was gonna happen no matter what, and he still made the choice to do fucked up things and kill people for no reason because it was just gonna continue again. I think that ending. I really think that show has one of the worst endings like ever. I think it's
One of
a
them.
terrible ending.
I
And
mean,
people are
it's-
like, it's not terrible. And I'm like, dude, it's really
it's up
bad.
there. It's up there with like being extremely unsatisfactory, which is like the way that
It
I
was just
like,
nonsensical. That's why they gave a plot point explaining. They explained that Eren saw the future and he saw that the cycle will continue if he does this.
well, it
He didn't. He doesn't say Paradisia. He doesn't say
It just feels
Paradisia.
bad. It just feels bad that Eren Yeager essentially turned into a fucking DC villain. That's basically kind of what happened.
He turned into like a fucking fascist, and I was like, this is so
So
dumb.
it was just like, oh, that didn't feel good.
But that's most endings in general. I feel like, especially not to be disrespectful, particularly in anime, there's a common thing where the ending is often
It's hard to end. It's hard to end
good.
them. It's hard to end them well.
Well, especially when you go on
Well,
for
when you
hundreds
drag
and
on for-
hundreds of chapters of something.
Yeah, when you drag on for
And
long.
you got like One Piece.
But I
I
would
love
say-
One Piece. One Piece's ending is gonna probably be bad.
What are good endings for anime? You think?
Cowboy Bebop, Hunter x Hunter, for what we got for the most part, ending was really good.
I didn't watch that.
Oh, Death Note ended pretty shit.
Inuyasha, Death Note didn't shit, of course.
I didn't finish Death Note.
Inuyasha, pretty good ending. Dragon Ball Z, pretty good ending.
Yeah,
Dragon Ball Z, not
I
the
honestly
continuing
don't even-
afterwards,
I
but
don't
Dragon
even-
Ball Z.
I think Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z probably ended pretty well, right? I don't think
Dragon
anybody.
Ball ended well too, but like I'm counting those two series. I'm not counting GT and Super stuff like that. Just the ending of those two series. Even Super's ending though got kind of silly. That where it ended was cool.
Is it over?
I don't know.
Well, I
if
mean,
they're-
he's gone.
I don't know
so-
if they're bringing back Super. I don't know if they're bringing back Super.
Oh, I know he's gone, but
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah,
know what
so-
the fuck.
Because the
they-
Dragon Ball manga is not even like, it's beyond Super. It's beyond Dragon Ball Z's ending now. Like it just got to that point where it's like going past that.
What do you mean?
Like the ending of Dragon Ball, where Pan is like flying around the world with Goku and they're like training. The manga for Dragon Ball Super just got beyond that point. Like now they're going into that point of the series.
I don't
Or
know.
we're gonna see the fight with Pike with Oob and everything, and then it's gonna be what happens next whenever they do that, which are gonna continue. What he said.
Oh, right.
But they're like, we don't know when. We don't know.
Oh,
when
yeah,
it's
that's
gonna
right.
be.
Because I forgot that. All right.
superhero
Yeah.
and everything?
I totally forgot that Super takes place in between that weird period in time.
For some reason.
That is so fucking weird.
I don't even know what the hell's going on right
So,
now.
do you know when that takes place?
No.
So
I'm so confused.
At the end of Dragon Ball Z,
They do that little
you know,
time
they
skip?
kill Majin Buu, and then 10 years pass, and then like Oob is like reincarnated. Like he's reincarnated as Oob, and then like it ends at the World Tournament, right?
Yeah.
There's a 10-year time skip or something like that.
Super
And like
is
Super's like
going on
in
during-
between, which is insane.
You look you look when you're trying to explain to a baby that the sun will set. And it's the baby's like, I'm not here.
No, that's not the feeling that I have. I completely understand. That made me feel so uninterested in like what I
know.
watched, and I'm like, why do you got? Why?
Yeah, so
That's how I feel about the ending of
at the
Attack
end
on
of
Titan.
yeah, so at the end of Dragon Ball Z, when Goku's like at the World Tournament, he's already gone like Ultra Instinct and like
Yeah, like
And
the,
he's
po-
already
the
done
power,
all
the
this
power he
crazy
has
shit.
at that point is insane.
Stop.
which is essentially a retcon.
Oh no, not essentially. It is.
This.
Well, that's what
It is.
essentially
It's
means.
not
Come.
no, essentially, it's like pretty much. No, it just
No,
straight up is.
essentially like of its essence.
It
is-
works. It works both ways.
Yeah, but it's you're right. But it's like
Colloquially, I understand what you're saying.
there's like no. It's like saying this is essentially a dog. It's like no, that's a dog.
Like, Jay Leno's essentially a person.
Why are we flaming him so hard
I don't
today,
know.
dude?
Well,
It feels good.
well, we're not flaming as much as that car did. But still,
let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
we already had two. Oh my
already
fucking
at two.
god!
Great.
All right, let's get the fuck out of here.
I don't think we answered any of the questions.
We answered a
couple.
We answered a
Two
fair
or
bit
three,
of them.
four?
It's the first anyway. We gotta.
I want to
You know.
eat a dog. I want to eat a dog hole.
So we're gonna post a thread
Taco.
today. We're gonna read. We're getting the fuck out of here. Fuck all you. We're leaving. We're gonna read our $25 and up patrons now. You can come over to patreon.com/the Snark Tank. Ad-free access, early access episodes, exclusive to the Patreon, all that stuff. We're a little behind right now because of some traveling, but
Is the
rest
October
assured.
thread up?
What
The
happened?
October 3rd's up, right?
The October thread?
Yeah.
No, not yet. I'll post it today, I guess.
Okay.
Weren't you supposed to do that
I'm pretty sure I
when
did.
you withdraw the fucking?
Well,
thing?
did you?
I don't remember. Is it on there? I
don't-
My memory's just
I
blanking
just
for the
put
moment.
in.
That's
I
why.
just put in the specific parameters for the list. I don't feel like doing it. We'll figure it out.
Okay. I think I did. I'm pretty sure I did.
We're gonna. All right. Well, if you did, then you did. We're gonna read our names now. $25 and up patrons. Patreon.com/Snark Tank. Go over there. SnarkTank.shop. Or count me down.
3, 2, 1.
Deform. What the fuck?
That's the name.
Nice.
What? Okay. Just making sure this is correct.
Fat cock. Now I got a big dick in my ass.
Deformo, aka N-word scissor hands. Pee-wee power move, compressed cum blast. Jackie Kennedy sheet metal mukbang. That's crazy. Supermassive Black Hole is the best Muse song and P. Diddy's future prison name. Whoa. Whoa.
That's pretty crazy.
He's on suicide watch.
That is.
so
That's pretty
fucking
funny.
He's gonna go missing.
He's definitely gonna. There's gonna be another Epstein situation with him. He's gonna die, and then everybody's gonna be like, "We don't know what happened. He fucking thought too hard.
He thought too hard. He fucking drowned in baby oil.
He drowned in baby. He came to death."
He came to death.
Sweeney is just Chris in his Ozaru form. Cholo Race Wars story. Cholo a Race Wars story. Cholo is stupid. Joe Bomna disturbed stupefy. All I wanted was just one cock, one little veiny innocent cock.
All I wanted was just one cock. One tiny little whatever, yeah.
Yeah. My dick makes the Halo recharge sound effect as it gets hard. Smashing gay pumpkins be like penetration, dirty penis, lubrication on myself. I fuck brothers and women, zero. Thrust my face into something. Silver Spermer versus Spider Gay and his weird ropes. Penis gripping. Vaughn of the Dead. That's wild. Sweeney is right on most topics. Round-eyed Asian. Editing. You've Got a Dick in Me into Toy Story the same way Chris edited Zach's Let It Go parody into Frozen. That's right. I did that? I did do that.
That was you?
Yeah. What do you mean that was me?
I didn't know you created that video.
No, I didn't make that video.
Oh.
What I did. No, that's crazy if I made that video. That video existed of Zach and Chris singing Frozen, and I took I took the Blu-ray because I can't remember how I did it. I would not know how to do it today, but like there's a way that you could make like custom Blu-rays and stuff.
Yeah.
And I remember specifically like going into the Blu-ray of Frozen, and like basically like copying it and taking the full real movie of Frozen and putting that scene where Chris and Zach are singing that part, it like putting it into its place in the movie and then letting the movie continue.
That's pretty
And I
cool.
put it on for like some family, some younger child family who were not anticipating that. And I remember there was some crying, and I was giggling like a chimp. It was
Chimps don't
great.
really giggle that much, but it's cool.
It's because you're not funny enough to tell them a good joke. When you get a chimp giggling, man,
When you can tell jokes that are interspecies, bro, that's how you know you really hit it. Like,
That's
you're,
right.
Like, you're actually funny.
yeah, you're the funniest person in the world at that point.
Literally, yeah.
Like literally, yeah.
You tell a joke and you see an ant double over laughing, and it's like, what the fuck? What the fuck just happened, dude? They would die. I think it would die. I think if they laugh, they die, but it's worth it. They like weigh it on their mind, like, oh, this is worth it.
Probably.
Way to go.
The idea of an ant laughing at all is wild
it's-
to conceptualize.
That would scare the fuck out of me.
That'd be so
It's
terrifying.
slapping its fucking knee.
like, what? I'd be like, no.
I'm like, that's the verge of something
Dude, what would
really
it even be?
crazy.
It would be like
like, yeah, like, I don't know.
That is the first sign of something horrible's on its way.
oh
you
yeah,
know?
the, the laughing ants.
Like,
Yeah.
oh, like the rapture's coming. Like God's on his way.
That's the
because
only.
ants are laughing and shit.
I think the only thing that kind of leans in the direction of intelligent design, or like the idea that like there was some thought put into this, is the fact that like insects are so abundant that they cannot speak feels like a patch note. It feels like an update where it's like we understand that the bugs speaking was a lot. We didn't consider how many there were and how
many there
annoying that would be. So we patched that out of the
patched it
game.
out.
They can't speak anymore.
I feel like that's a way more complicated version of thinking about it than just they've never needed to speak words.
No, but you understand what I'm
That's it.
saying.
Yeah, but speaking is actually primitive. Like the fact that we communicate like this is actually primitive.
What are you talking about?
Because the fact that we have to make sounds to communicate with each other is dumb.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Well, should I try it?
How is our communication primitive?
Because the fact that we cannot just communicate.
What are you saying?
well-
I don't understand.
Are you getting? Are you evolving, or are you dumber? That's the thing. It's like I don't need to speak anymore. I can just jitter a little bit.
We're just like, yo, can you imagine? Can you imagine if you had like any kind of infestation in your house, not even like a huge one, but they were speaking, and they were like loud.
It would drive you crazy.
They were laughing, cracking the fuck up, speaking their own fucking foreign language. Fucking
Google big, but I Google wee.
That's the ant language.
Google big,
Like, come on, man. And then
That shit would make me hard, bro. Killing them and they screaming, I'm just like, yeah. I'm fucking crowning.
You can hear them seizuring.
Just die.
Sounds like fucking Donnie from Wild Thornton.
I know. That's
Yeah.
my reference.
That's your base, your
And
foundation.
you're dying. And you're like, oh, thank God. Then there's one like, you hear one dying.
I like the idea of like, yeah. Now imagine that not only like in your walls or like under your floor.
Oh my
But like
God.
in the sky. Also,
Yeah,
like loud, like bees in trees having loud conversations, buzzing by you, fucking whispering slurs.
What about you, Negro?
They go into your ear. They're like, "Fuck you, fuck you," and then they fly away.
I know how to speak
man.
like you. I know how to speak like you. We're coming for you. We're coming for your whole kind. We're here. We're coming.
life would be
We're
so
coming.
different.
It'd be so scary. It'd be so.
We would
I
exterminate.
feel like,
no
I feel like
peace.
birds.
We'd
I feel
exterminate
like
the bugs.
birds. I feel like birds would become like one of the most high tier pets ever.
Oh yeah,
Because birds would be like, oh, we need them to deal with this.
Yeah. Like, please.
Or
please.
rats. We'd have actual pet rats, but then the rats could talk. So if animals could talk in general, that'd be a problem.
Birds would be to humans what baby oil is to Diddy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like we could literally not be satiated.
Right.
we would have them in abundance.
So many
You'd
birds.
walk out and you'd have birds come off you like fucking Venom symbiote.
Dude,
It would
there's gonna-
fly off you.
It would be like the fucking what's his name?
Pigeon Man.
Pigeon Man
Yeah.
from fucking Hey Arnold.
There's no more cars anymore because we fly by fucking birds.
Yeah.
We have them carry us.
Birds would be. They would. Would they?
You know the interpretation of the ending of that episode where he gets carried out into the sun is that he jumps off the building and dies?
I thought it was more.
I
of
got
it-
bullied so much. Everybody fucking, they broke my home. What the fuck? You broke my home. It's so singular.
He kills
It's so
himself.
singular.
He's like,
You
bye.
broke my house. You didn't destroy my home. You didn't. You didn't destroy my belongings. You broke my home.
Breaking a home feels like it's more macro than it should be.
I like when he asked like, "Who did this?" And I'm like,
Who could have done this?
iguanas. What the fuck do you? What do you want? What like? Oh, fucking praying mantis did it, Arnold. What the fuck? Like,
Yeah,
why
who-
would you?
There was
People did it.
There's literally only one other. There's literally only one possibility. Like, who could have done this?
People are.
Arnold's
like,
people.
yeah, I know, stupid.
Which
Who?
one exactly?
Who? Which
Fucking
one?
idiot.
Yo.
You bird motherfucker.
Yeah,
you
because
deserve this.
I
Nigga.
know people, even though I've specifically told you I'm isolated with gay pigeons. I don't know people, Arnold. You dumb piece
I
of
want
shit.
you to understand, you football-headed idiot. These
then-
are actually gay fucking pigeons. They're really fucking gay. You football-headed shaped retard. You fuck you.
Then he fucking-
He jumps off the building. It's the heartwarming ending Hey Arnold always
He
needed.
He
That's
walks.
the series finale, and this
You
man
know-
kills himself.
So you know how when you walk off a ledge, you walk differently than when you're just walking straight forward.
I don't. What?
Like, you know, when you're walking straight forward, right? You're like, when you walk off a ledge, it's kind of like a finality to it. You like take a step off and you fall.
Oh yeah, like in a movie, yeah.
But like when he walks, like there's more walkway afterwards.
like it was an accident. Like, he just-
No, there's no whoa. It's a surprise when his foot goes down.
You're just like
It's either he just genuinely didn't mean. He just really didn't mean to do it.
it's people, Arnold.
He just fucking slipped. We gotta get the fuck out of here. That's so fucking insane.
Oh my god.
Oh,
All right. Jesus. Mouthwashing. Mouthwashing on Steam is game of the year.
oh man.
If you like baby metal, listen to Hannibee.
That is the
Anyways, Diddy Done
funniest
Did
thing
It.
I've heard in a while. dude.
That was
Funny thinking about it. It's fucking hilarious.
people I really can't get over the visual of him really genuinely not meaning to do it. Not really meaning to walk off the ledge. Oh fuck.
Damn. That got my side.
Because that's not even like you put yourself in a precarious position and then you fucked up. Like you just genuinely didn't even mean to put yourself in the precarious.
Like he was talking to Arnold and kind of walking around as he was talking. He's a pacer, and then he just walks himself to death.
That's like if you had roommates and you were like let's say you're like sitting on the couch or whatever, and your roommate pulls a prank on you. He's like, "Hey, guess what?" And he pushes a button, and it's like an airbag under your seat. But you were just sitting in your living room, and then you careen through the window out of like a 7-story fucking building. It's like he didn't.
He didn't mean to kill you, but like
Your first instinct when you see that kind of situation is like, oh, that person was being stupid. And they were standing somewhere they shouldn't have been standing. You know?
right, yeah.
but no,
But like it would all be unfair in this scenario. Like you've written a story about this man that is completely false.
What is this guy doing near a window? Oh, he jumped out on his own volition. It's like, no, his friend actually put a fucking airbag under his seat.
And
Under his plastic chair, he somehow put an airbag.
Plastic is
And he
stupid.
blew it up, and he didn't mean for him to go through the window, but he didn't judge how much weight his friend lost.
People, Arnold.
People, Arnold.
Oh, fuck. Blair White canonically banging Alex Jones. Hey, guys, this is awkward. Can I borrow some money? I would go to my bank, but it's debating today. Oh,
What?
that's right. I
City
forgot.
Bank, right?
Yeah, you remember the debate between President Bank? That we
That's right. That's
so
right. That's
stupid.
right.
The second coming of Miguel O'Hara's trans man is supposed to be having Gary from the server drawn and quartered, stitched back together incorrectly, and then drawn and quartered again.
Oh man, that's pretty.
Let's make it happen.
Let's make it happen. Let's do it. Derek using dumb cunt contextually correct. Swoon death. Jack the world's fastest Maori. Harold in the purple drank instead of crayon.
Oh, I forgot about. We could have talked about that, but it's not really a big deal.
Oh, whatever.
Levi,
Who
yeah.
cares about Zachary Levi at all?
Oh,
Um,
yeah. What a dumb bitch.
I think the fact that we forgot and don't even really care to continue is enough. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like,
These people suck, man. They jumped on the train too late. They jumped
Yeah.
on the train like they missed the grifting ticket. Started
yeah,
to
you
wow
should have
a
started
little bit.
way earlier, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wiping after you shit is a myth propagated by Big Butthole. Big meaty,
Butthole?
big meaty stinks. You may have invaded my mind and body, but there's one thing a seal always keeps: his baby. Andy, the man whose handies are now A tier but not as dandy. Nay 11.
11.
Oh my god,
It's like horse
I
911.
haven't laughed like that in a fucking.
That hurt me actually, like genuinely.
Holy shit, that shit got me.
Every day in my sheets you hear gluck gluck gluck. Heath Smoker, Gids, Sween. What's your opinion on the new Ultimate Spider-Man by Jonathan Hickman?
It's amazing, dude. It's a finally odd Spider-Man story where Peter Parker's an adult, like a successful adult that like made it with his life, and he becomes Spider-Man in his 30s, opposed to him in his teens.
Oh yeah, I heard about this. Yeah.
So it's really cool. Him and meeting.
I feel like it'd be a little bit cooler if he was like older.
Yeah.
He's a grown man with kids, stuff like that. He's not like.
I mean,
elderly.
like I feel like 50 or something would be more interesting.
Oh wow. Like
feel like it would be
like a
interesting
Dark
as he'd
Knight
be
Returns
old.
kind of
Yeah,
thing.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
But it's like him and MJ already have a family together. Aunt May dies instead of Uncle Ben
Oh,
because of something else happening. J. Jonah Jameson doesn't have the
Nazi
bugle.
haircut.
what is he then?
He is he is still inside the news world, but him and Uncle Ben open their own one together.
It's the co-host of the Tonight Show.
But it's actually like straight up facts and like actual facts. It's not like propaganda like it usually is, or like directed. It's like actually facts and opinion because they're like they live in that version of the world. It's like actually very controlled. It's like a really overarching story involving a bunch of other shit.
What?
But it's really
everything you're
cool.
saying. I'm like, why do I know this?
You might have heard about it somewhere.
I saw like
It's
art from
actually
it.
really amazing. It's really really cool. It's good. It's a good idea for a Spider-Man. Like I love Peter Parker. Always my favorite character. I think Spider-Man's very like as a character kind of washed out. You can do good films with him. You can do good sort of interpersonal stories. But he's kind of done so much already because he's like a 50-plus-year-old character.
Yeah.
That it's like hard to tell stories that are going to be sort of fresh with him that aren't because they've already been told great already. So they try to rehash them.
well,
It's
stories
like
aren't
not
meant
as-
to last this long. Is the key.
That's the thing.
Like this is not normal.
That's not when people are
like in a
mad
normal
about-
world, Spider-Man would have had like the first maybe like 100 comics and then went away forever.
He would have had comics until like maybe the 90s, I think, where he would have grown into a grown man and then had a family would have been gone.
Yeah.
And then it would have been maybe someone picked up Spider-Man afterwards or like
But now it's like
there's another
it's
character.
it's just proven money. Like if you have
Yeah.
Spider-Man attached to anything, it's making money. Like,
That's why people get really mad about the second game, and I'm like, I think it makes sense that he would just be like, Miles, you can be Spider-Man now. Like I want to have kids.
well,
and fuck my wife.
the second
and stuff.
are
Fuck
people
my
mad about
wife.
that?
Yeah, some people didn't like it because they were like,
I mean, I have
but
problems.
people
I have
being,
problems
like,
with that game.
but that's people being like too connected to the character. I think personally, 'Cause I
That
think
game, the biggest problem with that game to me is that they're written so fucking boring. Every single character is written like a fucking commercial.
in a way that the first one wasn't, which is kind of weird to me. You know, the first one had more
it's worse. It's more it's more extreme in that direction where it's like there's like a whole scene where like Peter Parker and like Harry and like MJ they're hanging out at Coney Island. And like it's just supposed to be like, you're just like living through this friendship or whatever. And you go and doing the different Coney Island things. And it's like I not for 1 second that I believe that these were friends. Like it's the most like complimentary, like safe, sterile conversations I've ever even the most privileged like milquetoast New Yorkers aren't speaking this plainly.
It felt very safe, but also it's the idea they have to make it safe, you know. Because if it was made by like us and stuff like that, it would be.
If it was made by us, let me tell you something.
It'd be good.
It would win awards.
It would win awards from the wrong people, but it would win awards.
No. It would be like, man, it's so real. These characters feel like actual real people. That's my biggest issue with it. Really, is that game just doesn't. They don't feel real.
Seems really like a real ethnic in this one. He'd have Tim's on. He'd have Tim's on. He couldn't not have Tim's on.
Yeah, I think I actually
Sween.
I actually agree with that.
Okay, he had Tim's on in his regular clothes, but he didn't have Tim's on. In
sipping on some sipping on some semen by Gay Sex Mafia.
Also didn't have a knife.
Yeah,
Joe Rogan is the missing link.
He is.
I like to
sipping on some semen.
Oh my god, I like to suck dick. It's a Caribbean thing. P Diddy and Mr. Frog.
He's right.
P Diddy and Mr. Frog in a bromance rom-com. Kevin Durant's feet. Tim Pool takes money from Big Beanie. Relinquish ye contents of ye pockets, Brev, or thou shalt chef a man up. Mr. Pants.
Yeah.
Sween, how do you feel about recent Magic bans?
Oh my god, dude! A card got banned in Commander. That was a card worth like $700.
Commander, what is that?
It's a format in Magic. It's like a card format. It's like instead of playing
all
four
right.
of every card,
okay.
they play only one of every card in Commander. So it's like to make a very diverse.
Okay, so okay.
So they banned a card that was hundreds, maybe to $1,000. So it went from being really expensive because it was too good, I guess, in the construct. First of all, if you play competitive Commander, you're a fucking psychopath, first and foremost. But it was too good, and they got rid of it, and it detrimented the game a lot.
I'm not a fan of nerfing, man. I'm really not. I feel like you know everybody. I feel like I just
nerfing is modern culture. We had to deal with shit.
Yeah, I feel like it's fine. I feel like I don't have to compete with the best, the top tier people. There's levels that I can never reach. And I think that's okay.
I mean, I don't know. I play Digimon competitively,
that's
right?
literally what killed Helldivers for a while. They actually reverted everything back. Did you see that?
Yeah, I heard they did.
So like they did that specifically like because they kept nerfing things because people like the highest tier players kept finding ways to like maximize and being like, okay, well this is the best gun for this is the best strategy for this,
right?
And like high tier players were like breezing through it,
right?
Or like breezing. I don't know if they were breezing through it, but they were able to do it like pretty.
They were making it easier.
They were making it easier for themselves, and they were like, "Oh, all right, well, how do we do this? Nerf that gun. Oh, that gun that was made specifically for that character, or like to take down this enemy. Let's have it like not be effective now." And it's just like they completely tweaked everything to the point where it's like, listen, you don't have to cater to your top 1% of players because that's not the most people playing. Like most people, I agree. And most people, quite frankly, are satisfied if they can reach a flow state like that. Like, I don't know, like anybody who's like, you know, a top tier fucking Helldivers player who was disappointed that they figured out how to master the game. I would imagine that that's pretty satisfying.
It is.
In some way. And if you want to give those players a challenge, just add another difficulty. There's already so many difficulties. There's like 11, 12 difficulties in that game or something.
Oh, wow.
So just add another one.
Yeah.
You know, just make like a crazy harder version. But you can't like make changes to the sandbox that then affect every single other player just because it's like it might lead to like a more boring time for like 1% of the player base who's playing on that level.
Yeah, I don't.
It's insane.
I'm in the middle where because it comes because when I compete in card games, right?
Yeah.
There's some things that are just exploited and they're unfair to play against and unenjoyable at the higher levels of play. But at the same time, it affects everybody, right? So what happens is that, but it does.
But like in like what way?
Because the idea if it's by chance if you run into that, right?
That's often. But isn't that okay?
Well, no. Often if you're playing the game, if you're playing like, and this is not a video game. It's a video game versus a competitive card game. Is a different element. It's a very different element.
I guess.
But like, let's say you're playing like you're playing the best deck, or this is a card. There's one card that's really fucked up and it's very detrimental to the game, right?
Yeah.
It's gonna very likely be in several decks. So more often than not, in the meta of playing a game, you will see this card that'll make your interactions with the game very unfun.
I just don't.
So I understand the problem with that. Why like some things you got to take out, but also play testing and QA could solve that if you just did better QA, which no one wants to pay.
Yeah,
to do.
that always happens. That's definitely true. The whole
Like you're never gonna
testing
catch
thing
everything. You're never gonna catch everything. That's just
Yeah.
never gonna. You're never gonna catch everything. Obviously, when you put things to the wild, people are gonna find more explosive things, no matter what. But
I guess I would.
you can do better with QA in general. I think that's a huge thing people just don't do.
I would prefer things being banned from certain types of play than nerfing the card altogether for everything. I guess, or like nerfing. You know what I mean?
What you're having something removed?
Well, I just feel like
that's
they're
pretty
still
standard practice.
what you're saying. Like they're catering to that the fucking whales.
Yeah.
Like and I'm like and it just always because I have the same problem with like gacha games, for example, happens all the fucking time with the PvP. I only know about it because of Raid, and every single fucking time, here comes this meta changing champion that comes in, and I'm like, it doesn't affect me because I know, like, say my speed team, if I'm first, I'm win. Right, but then there's people at the very top tier that I can't compete with ever because they're always faster than me. So that's their fucking problem.
Yeah.
But now, since people are like having these crazy whale wars where this guy is coming into effect because speed doesn't really matter anymore because people have the best shit, now they're crying, and then they have to capitulate to them when the vast majority of the player base is only running into that problem every once in a while.
What happened is when it becomes unanimous. Like when there's for me in the game I was playing, Digimon.
Yeah.
There were tournaments where 60% of the tournament entries were one thing. That's a problem. At that moment, that's a problem. It shouldn't be 60% of. That's crazy. Granted, competitive play is one thing and it's not fun play.
I mean,
but often things that are just kind of fun.
What do you think about Marvel's Capcom 2, where there's clearly... Well, what I mean is, there's clearly, when you're playing at that highest level...
You're seeing Storm, you're seeing Sentry, you're seeing Magneto.
Yeah, you're seeing Sentinel, Magneto, Psylocke.
Not Sentry, Psylocke.
Yeah, like you're seeing the MSP. Like you're seeing stuff like that. How do you... Because, like, I, personally, I'm
Are you
fine
drawing
with
me? Is that how I look to you?
You have what's that? Carp lips. You have,
my lips are like an asshole. It's so disrespectful. It's so disrespectful.
He's ready to get it.
Who says I'm drawing you?
Why is the nose so wide? My nose isn't that wide. Jesus.
Well, so why do you think this is you?
Because it was full lips, and I was like, "That's probably me."
I was just drawing.
Yeah. I think subconsciously,
as you stare at me.
I think subconsciously it started off as him, and then it just started going to like it's just going now. It's just turning into whatever it turns into.
Yeah, it's whoever.
But yeah, look, man. If I was extremely competitive, I'd probably feel more inclined to be like, "Oh, you got to nerf this shit." But
I don't know.
I play video games for fun. Even when I'm competing,
I'm
it's
overly
still,
competitive, and I think that's the reason why things like that bother me.
Exactly what I was just saying. Like
Yeah,
I think if I felt the way you did, then my tune would be.
I'm in the middle
different.
where I think people can design things better. I think designers and creators they want money more than they want to make the game more fun and like let it continue into something good. And I think that's become a really big problem.
Yeah,
where like instead of them making something that will be well designed, that will have the people enjoying it, they try to stem things. Where like instead of he's literally just drawing me, It's fucking asshole. It's really good though. That's I'm not bad. It's kind of crazy. What is it gonna end up as?
Look, man, I feel like people they
Is that a Digimon card? And it says gay?
Continue talking.
That is well done. I hate
it's not finished yet. It's not finished yet.
It makes me mad because I feel like you don't deserve the ability to be able to draw. You don't deserve it, but you can kind of draw, and it makes me mad.
I feel like that's every artist, man.
So crazy.
The ones that are just so like God-given talent or whatever. They just squander it.
You can draw, and it makes me mad because all I've ever wanted to do is be able to draw, but I am not good at it.
Yeah, just some people just don't like. I don't have it. I don't have it either. It's not a thing that I can do.
You stupid bitch.
Anyway, so
I have small ears.
Anyway, you're focusing way too hard on this, man. You gotta let the artist finish.
Okay, wait.
You gotta let the artist finish.
But for me, it's the idea is that like I think nerfing is.
You gotta let the artist finish. No, but I guess I just want to say this. I feel like the way that Fortnite functions, for example.
Oh, they roll things out, yeah.
I feel like people just need to take the business model
Leave it
of
like that. I think that's even funnier.
like some fucking Dragon Ball Z character with no nose or something. We lost him. He can't. He's like
can't focus. He's fixated.
Yeah, we totally lost him.
For the audio listeners,
No, but continue.
I'm drawing,
I think
I'm
the
drawing
way,
Kingston.
I think the way Fortnite,
Now.
works is it's I don't know. I think nerfs are there for a reason, but I think better design would alleviate a lot of the nerfing problems.
I'm just trying to think of like, this is me personally talking. I'm trying to think of a game that I played where I was like, oh, I'm so glad they nerfed this, and I just can't think of. Even a lot of times when it's like a really like say there's actually some dungeon bosses in Raid, for example, they nerfed the bosses because they were too hard. I didn't think so. They made it very easy now, but like it did help out a lot of the mid-tier players. But like to me, it's just these games are steady grinds, so they're not supposed to be enjoyed in like quick flashes. And to me, I've been playing for 5 years, but it's like I've just been slowly climbing. So I'm getting to a point where like some new content came out, this thing called the Cursed City, and the hard mode, I can't fucking beat it. It's too hard. But I'm like, in a year from now, I might be able to clear it. And so it's just, to me, it's been fun that way. And I feel like
you play games in a very healthy way.
Right.
I think that's what
Right.
you are. You have a very healthy understanding of the way the games are played, opposed to like when I play games, I try games to win or to compete, which is inherently going to lead to people being more complaining. But the thing is that the people that are going to spend the most money are the people that do, unfortunately, compete hard and play hard, right? Because like for me,
100%.
when I buy cards for Digimon, I buy like 5. This is
It's pointing at him.
I hate this shit so much. It's good. That's what makes it so bad. It's good. It's good. You gave me the
your
fucking
butthole lips are great.
puckering butthole lips and the gay pointing at myself.
It's good, I
This is
think.
one of my best friends, ladies and gentlemen. This is what he does. This is how he sees me.
That's your favorite card.
That's your favorite
gay.
guy.
Why am I holding it like this?
I don't know. I couldn't quite figure out how to get the angle.
Yeah. It's amazing.
It's like an insane way to hold anything.
Amazing.
Anyway,
I'm gonna take this picture. I'm gonna post this on Instagram with a picture of me actually doing the same.
Doing
thing
the same
later.
thing.
you should. You
Later.
should. You should
It's
do it.
amazing.
Anyway, what the fuck were we at?
It's amazing. It's
We got off on a
fantastic.
tangent, so I started drawing because I didn't understand what you guys were saying.
Kingston loves the gay cards.
They love gay cards. They love them.
Over there. I'm one person.
They love
They
them.
love him. They love him. Yes, he does. They love him.
They, them, whatever.
They whatever they are.
Whatever they is, I'll kill them.
Imagine Trump speaking with pronouns like respectfully, like everybody, like his whole group are so mad about it. And he's like, "What's wrong with that?" He just
My
wants to be
pronouns
referred to.
are he, him.
He him.
I am so racist.
It's unbelievable, but I'm not. I'm not misgendering people. I'm not a fucking monster.
all right. Fucking.
I have a line. I have a
Oh,
line.
yeah, Mr. Pants. Okay, CJ, the Dorito Pope. They call me the Cup. Can you guys shout out my dog Foxtrot? He passed away. Oh, I'm sorry.
Aw, man.
That
Sorry to
sucks.
hear that.
Rip
May he rest in
Foxtrot.
peace.
Rip, R.I.P. Foxtrot.
May he rest in peace. I mean, peace.
Good boy.
Or
girl, I don't know.
Whatever.
I don't care about
No,
that.
care.
matter.
He, she.
Their genders
I
don't mean
know.
shit.
Shim.
Sweem, sweem, swap, swip, 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 swip.
Shim. I don't know what they call them nowadays.
I don't know what they're calling the dogs. The dogs, they have.
The dogs.
So
they
many-
should be afraid of those Haitian.
Is there any dogs left after the Haitians came from?
The Haitians are eating the dogs with grits. It's crazy. I'm so sick. I'm so sickened by it.
That made me hungry. I haven't had grits in a minute.
I haven't had cats and grits in a while.
Yeah, cats and grits are actually
I
pretty
haven't had
fire.
grits in a while.
Cats and grits.
Yeah, I love grits.
Really
Put a
trying to
little
make
fucking-
grits.
some butter on the motherfucker in the middle of the grits.
I've been hankering for
Oh.
like a fucking like not Roscoe's exactly, but that you know what I mean, like
Yeah.
that kind of experience.
Ah, yeah.
I might try to do
They don't
that
have
soon.
anything like that around here, do they? No.
Not
They got
walking,
Roscoe's.
not
Not
walking.
walking, no.
You gotta
No,
drive.
like say Burbank, Glendale around
Nah,
here.
Roscoe's
Not
not
really.
No, you
I gotta
pass
go to
it.
L- I gotta go to LA?
well, not really. There's
There's one in Pasadena?
Yeah.
There's a place in Glendale that does it pretty good, but it's not centered around it. It's just something that you can get there. That's
Well,
pretty good.
Foxy's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's it
From
called?
what it's called Foxy's. From what I
Foxy's.
remember, having chicken and waffles there being pretty good. But I might
not bad.
They might.
I'll
I
check
don't know.
it out.
Things change over. I haven't had it in like years.
Okay,
so,
I need a waffle place for sure.
yeah. Anyway.
I have a waffle maker now, bro.
Can you guys
Make that shit at home.
Spumbafutter?
I
Is
need
this
a
just
good
in?
waffle maker. We have a shit one.
Sploined
The
waffles are like
peanut gamer
lip dicks.
Oh, this just in.
Sucks.
This just in. Sploined the peanut gamer cheated on Little Miss Dingles with Daisy Sparkles
Ugh,
and has been found dead with Ash Ho.
with Ash. Isn't Daisy Sparkles like an actually?
That sounds like it's real.
It sounds like it's real.
This is what's so sad about this. So this all sounds real.
never know anymore.
Jolly
We're
old,
old.
jolly old dipshit.
Oh, turns out the Coffee King or whatever his name was. What was it again? Coffee King?
Coffeezilla?
Caffeine, King Caffeine.
Caffeine? King
King
Caffeine?
Caffeine.
King Caffeine. Just want to clarify because that's just, it doesn't really matter, but he accidentally, they weren't married for 15 years. They've been together for 15 years and married for 5. And
Oh,
so,
well.
but like, it's kind of a thing because it almost seems like he's trying to blow it up and make it worse, but he just
Right,
misspoke.
right.
He
No,
mspoke.
it's still pretty
Well, being
terrible.
people consider being married because it's like, oh, like, being married seems like it's because culturally being together for 20 years versus being married for 20 years is way more significant to be married.
I think that's insane, but yeah, I agree.
No,
I
it's
agree.
culturally. That's all that
Yeah,
matters.
it's
There's
like,
a lot
what?
of things culturally that don't make fucking
Yeah.
sense.
Anyway.
I think
But
marriage in
let's-
general is a fucking really weird idea. Like, unless it's like you're doing it for the tax
I know that's why your
benefits.
bitch ass ain't married. I know.
She ain't taking half my shit when I leave.
Well, you just have a prenup or post-nup.
That's
Posting up.
Yeah, I like the post-nup.
Posting up
not-
clarity.
That's when. Yeah, I mean, I think that's kind of what it is.
The
Isn't it?
idea of bringing up a prenup is such like no matter what, it's always going to be a weird conversation. It's like, hey,
She would have to get one for you, I think.
That's what I was
probably-
saying. That's what I was saying. It ain't
probably,
it's
yeah,
awkward
like-
for her.
Yeah, like
Nigga, you rob her blind.
I don't not have anything, but like she definitely got more to lose.
Everything
than I
you
do.
have
I'm not
is
even.
what she
look,
got
I'm
you.
not even. I'm not even engaged, Lily, and I've stole so many things from her house already.
You mean my house?
No, I mean her house.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah,
right.
I don't mean your house.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
if it was your house, there'd be Pokemon banners and Digimon banners.
Yeah,
and
and
fucking,
there would be like one of those disembodied silicone asshole pussy combos like sitting on the fucking sitting in the corner.
blown out.
It'd be like on like the dinner stools. Like
It would be on a lazy Susan.
It's twirling over.
Dude, if those things
My
are,
uncle watches this.
He probably thinks I'm
that's
the devil.
crazy.
He probably
Did
thinks I'm the
he?
devil.
When did you find out about that?
At the wedding.
No
Because
fucking
he was telling
way.
me, it's like, hey, I watched your show. I watched it.
Oh my god!
I was watching an
He's
episode
not much
recently.
older than you. He's a bit older, right?
He's not that much older. Like he's a kid, but he's like, I remember him being like one of my younger uncles. So he's probably like maybe like 40s, maybe. But like,
insane.
yeah, he was like the one who like he would play games with me a lot. He was like my gamer uncle. Like he was like the person who like gave me a lot of like video games. He lent me his GameCube for like that one summer.
Nice.
But like, it's so funny because he was like, yeah, you're talking about how they were calling you the Jew. And I was like, what? It was so jarring hearing like my uncle say this. And I was like, what are you talking? He was like, yeah, they thought you were Jewish or something. This is how he sounds. He sounds exactly like that. It's actually like it's actually a really upsettingly good impression of him. But I was like, oh my god, I can't
Wow.
believe. And he was like, yeah, that did happen. I can't believe you.
I really hope
can't
my
believe you
nieces
watched
and
the
my
show.
nephews never find the show.
I
Because my
pray
nephew-
that
I
none
pray
of
to
my
God,
fucking
but, like,
family.
My nephew is such a little fucking nigga. I can't imagine him sitting down watching this. He'd be like, this is fucking
the
ass,
sad
dog.
thing
It
is
won't
like
happen
talking about
eventually.
people
rapping.
do it because they're like, I know this person. I'm gonna go check it out. Oh, this is my family. So that's something like my brother watches my YouTube content, and I thought that was disgusting. Like when he was like, first of all, because he's not like he's this brainiac weirdo. So I'm like, why are you even? You can't enjoy my content. So he just watching because I'm his brother.
I love
So-
it, so I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah. So it's just one of
I
those
care
things
about
where I was
you.
like,
I'm gonna give you my view.
I'm
Can't
gonna.
relate to this.
So I think. Oh, God.
I have friends in movies that I don't see. You know, like
True.
like what?
Yeah, I definitely could be a little more supportive.
Oh, you're my family?
I think for me, it's like I look
always
at it.
one of my
I look at it as like
families,
I don't
right.
like the like. I was actually frustrated when like some of my family like found my stuff
Right.
initially because it was kind of anonymous initially, and then it eventually just got impossible to hide,
Right.
Because it's just a topic of conversation.
Right. and the family starts
The
talking.
classic.
Yeah.
My
hey,
mom.
Chris, tell him what you're doing. You know, like
Yeah, and I'm like,
That's what my mom was. My mom's a very private person, but then she's so proud of her dumb son. All of a sudden, like, oh,
Yeah.
Derek, have you seen his shit? I'm like, dude, mom,
do not recommend
don't,
my shit.
please.
This is why I have to make
have
YouTube
you seen
videos
my
again.
dumb
This is why I
videos
have
of my
to start-
dumb gay son Derek, who's gay and dumb.
Who's gay and dumb?
This is
He's
why I have to
really
start-
dumb and gay.
I just want to make sure you understand.
This is the primary pressure to make YouTube videos again for me, where it's just like I just need to have something to point to that isn't this.
That is, bro. I feel that. 'Cause
Like,
I was
honestly.
this
yeah,
is,
this is caustic.
It's
like-
family member. Like, so there's family members on Facebook that have tried adding me, and I just didn't accept it because. But you see, I don't have that for Instagram. You know, there isn't
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you accept it. I don't have it private, so it's just anyone can follow me. And I was like, oh my god, how many of my family members are seeing these dumb gay shit that I'm doing? Just the worst dick sucking cock this and this parodies and stuff. They probably like.
Did you have this
oh my-
conversation with your mom? Like you told your mom, like, hey mom,
I won't.
I'm making.
If she brings it up, I can only talk about it if she brings it up.
Yeah,
but
I would never. Yeah, that would be like
I came mother,
planting a
what's going on?
bomb on yourself and then asking you to defuse it.
Right.
Can I imagine
right.
if my dad found out the shit out the me making the amount of gay jokes I made? My dad would call me Batiman forever.
Do you think he would rest his head in his hands like, what have I done?
What am
I can't believe you're such a gay boy, boy.
such a gay boy? You're such
can't-
a butt pirate from the Caribbean.
You're so gay, man. You're such a fruity man, you know?
Shit, man,
Yes.
little Jacob.
You're such a body hole boy, man.
All right.
And he would say
Fucking
something in Spanish,
cyphergraph.
and I'm like, why?
Obama and Mitt Romney in the Bahamas watching Futurama in their pajamas. Cyphergraph.
that was
Harris
fire.
Harris versus Clinton squirt off.
Oh my
In
god!
in the 90s, bro, that would have been something to see, man.
That would have been something to see. That would have been
so
something to
misogynistic.
bookmark. That would have been
is
something to
so
bookmark.
crazy.
That would have been something to
is
see.
crazy.
Man.
It
It would
is
have been
wild.
something to see, bro. I'm sorry. I'm standing on business.
Yeah.
In 92,
Squirt fight.
90,
So insane.
98 to 92, that would have been a fucking thing to watch, bro.
Look, man, I'd rather see the
I'd rather see March of the Penguins in HD.
Penguich?
isn't
I
that?
thought you said penguich, and I was like, what's
isn't
that?
like-
Did I say Penguich?
I thought you did.
I don't know. I actually don't
You
even
wouldn't
know.
watch that? You wouldn't watch that? If it
No,
was
I mean,
on-
isn't that like not? Isn't it like people like that?
What do you mean?
like
Well, you
what?
said it in a way. It sounds like,
Oh,
like
no,
it's
I
like
know.
a punishment.
No, exactly.
Oh.
It's actually a pretty endearing movie.
It's so I was like, wait a minute, what's happening?
You wouldn't. Y'all are crazy. I'd be like, I'd pay the $4 for it. I'm like,
I'd rather see like the jack off thing, like the presidents who can bust first, because they're old and like probably impotent and shit.
I would rather
I want to see
see.
girls squirt more. I want to see old dicks. But also, you're gay, so that's why you chose.
no, to me, because
I want to
No,
see.
that's not why.
women squirting.
I want to see
is
Jimmy
not
Carter.
Funny.
I want to see.
I'd
It's
rather
kind of
laugh.
funny. It's kind of funny.
Is it?
It's a
When
little
when
funny.
it's one of the ones that's debilitating and they almost fall down and pass out, that shit's hilarious.
Like-
Because I'm like, you're clearly not doing something right.
I just pictured Hillary Clinton with their.
Don't do that. Don't do
I'm
that.
sorry. Yeah, it made me.
Not current. Don't you dare go there.
Oh, so
it's
we-
a void.
So we're talking about like.
Well, he
young
said.
mommies.
Well, he said in the '90s
Oh,
that
he
would be
said in
something
the
to
90s.
see.
Yeah.
Well, Hillary Clinton in the 90s is still kind of fucking old.
Late. I'm talking about like mid 80s.
Look,
Hillary Clinton.
Kamala, I can do that. 90s Kamala, she actually kind of fire back in the day.
Not kinda. She was hot.
She was pretty fire.
She was hot.
Even when she had her like haircut when it was like kind of short. It was
Haircut.
cut hair, girl, short. Cut hair.
She had short hair.
Woman.
was pretty good. Like, she was
woman
like-
short hair. I don't get it. I don't understand. What do you mean?
start bleeding.
You mean a man?
You
start bleeding out your glasses. Not even your
out of your
face.
glasses.
Your glasses start bleeding.
That's like a creepy pasta or something.
Wait, we've been doing this for almost an hour. We gotta finish. We gotta
let's
finish.
go.
I've been trying.
Yeah, that's true.
I had reach, but she had flexibility. You telling me babies found this oil? I fucking hate it. Derek, the song "The Touch" was written and performed by Stan Bush, not America. Show some fucking respect. I don't know what any of that is. I don't even remember that conversation happening.
What the fuck? I
Stan
thought
Bush. Have we ever talked about Stan Bush?
No, we were talking about the Transformers movie. You got the touch.
In
Hey.
what?
You
Oh,
got
in your,
the
in your.
penis.
Oh, okay,
You
right.
got my.
I forgot.
You
I
been
mean,
the flower.
First of all, the last time I seen that, I was a kid, so shut the fuck up. You stupid punk ass bitch.
Damn.
Hunter Dubois,
You're hurt.
Gears plus Halo plus
I
Catholicism
don't
equals
give a
40K,
shit.
brother. I'm Gay by Frank Gay Natra.
I wanted mine.
Nigo Belloc.
Is that a Star Wars fucking
It's
character?
fucking Nico Bellic.
Oh, is that what that? I didn't
Nigo
understand
Black. That's what it says.
Nigo Black. That's cool.
That sucks.
That's so cool.
That sucks in a way that's so. Like, I would have never thought to even do that, you know?
That's so stupid. It's unbelievable.
Hey,
like,
dude,
oh.
you made me hard kiss my penis to make it wetter. The Gadles. Rise Against is the use for straight man, Smitchy the Kid. Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows you're gay. Ba-dum-bum-bum. And the homies fuck your face. Poopy possum. I just read the next one.
Did they put the touch in the Bumblebee movie?
I didn't see Bumblebee.
I didn't see it. It's the last one I got to watch.
Sweeney showers and sneakers.
I forgot about that.
I forgot about that. Yeah, welcome back. No way I'm hanging out with a couple of gooners. I'm just here so I don't get killed. Yeah, welcome. See, my threats are working.
Nice.
British people come, then be like, what's old age say? Big Dick Randy. Pulled out 20 years late and in the sloppiest way possible. Called that bitch Afghanistan.
Damn.
That's yeah.
I like that.
Cat Williams was right. These big dick deviants are all getting caught in 2024.
I mean, he was right about some shit, yeah. But also wrong about a lot of shit.
Didn't he say something about how they were like pixies in the radio towers making people faggots?
I don't remember
I
that.
swear to God that was real.
I don't remember that, but
I don't know. I saw it on Twitter.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I heard
He
this.
was-
I swear to God.
he
I
was
saw
talking on
this.
his
I
head. He
saw
was
this
talking
on
on his head
Twitter.
for a little bit.
I saw it on Twitter. I don't know how real it is.
People only remember the stuff that's correct. That's what happens with Alex Jones. Alex Jones
Sorry
say,
for saying the F slur, but I'm honorarily gay, I think.
I feel like
I think
that's
we all
very
are.
disrespectful, but at the same time, continue.
How is that disrespectful?
Continue. Let's continue. Continue speaking your point.
I don't know. What's disrespectful about it?
No, what am I talking about? I'm crazy. Just
let's
continue.
go, you black bitch.
You actually did. You did the fucking emote. Transfem Gremlin.
Punk ass black bitch.
Yush. P. Diddy
I think
wearing.
it's still one of the most dope videos ever.
I
man.
think about it every once in a while.
Which one?
Oh, punk ass black bitch. You must think I'm one of them
shit's
sucker
sweet.
boys.
You think of some sucker white boys. You remember that guy?
His aura was
Who are we talking
wild, bro.
That fucking white dude that's like punk ass black bitch. He's in the car. He's gonna pull it up.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
I have that video saved.
P. Diddy wearing. P. Diddy wearing Justin Bieber's mouth like a cock ring. Ooh. Yush. Transform Gremlin. Craig the Canadian. Sweeney has undiagnosed Pika. Pika? What? Pika what? The Gallo? What are we talking about?
yeah. Yeah, Pico de Gallo. You have 4 days to live.
You have head pigeons. Go to the nurse's office.
Head bitches.
Is this Chet Hanks?
It's pre-Chet. Roll.
This is Chet Honks.
A little more audio. Chet Honks. What does it start? When's the
Wait,
classic
what was
line?
What was that? Oh, it was the
He's
Breaking
saying,
Bad
nigga,
thing.
a bunch you gotta find in the middle. They got rid of it.
I don't know what this is.
I love that there's something about a white man saying nigga that's horrifying to me. Like a white man that's confidently saying the N-word, but the soft A is scary.
I'm always terrified by the white boys that are in like the hood. So like when I was living in South Central, and there'd be these white dudes like just shirtless, and I'm like, oh,
I'm not fucking with you.
Don't fuck with that guy.
You'll up the pole on me. Actually, seriously. You're just a crazy guy that just like they adopted you. Like you would have done Columbine if you were not in the hood, but
It's
you're in the hood, so you're
it's
not
your boy
doing
Shawnee
it.
D.
That's it.
The N-worded one.
Did one?
Willem Dafoe expertly teaching a 4-hour class entitled "How to Tack Your Dead Horse." 3XO watching Professor Sex force Magneto to remember the events of the Holocaust.
The
Holocaust.
The Holocaust? Like a
So they
massive
gassed
orgy?
everybody's balls.
Oh, is that what that was?
I guess.
My spirit almost set up my body and walked out.
Euphoric feeling of being on HRT for 7 months and having my penis shrink from 6 inches to an erect to 4 inches erect.
Damn, dude.
Damn, is that what happened?
You know, some people's. It's interesting because that's like a loss to certain people. This is like a win for this person.
Yeah, that is a win.
It's all perspective.
They're on so they're on probably estrogen.
Right.
I imagine. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's interesting though. So how come
Estrogen can make your dick shrink,
I've been
actually?
on?
Yeah.
Well, so here's the interesting thing. I know that if you take testosterone as a woman, as a biological female,
Your clit
yeah,
grows,
it can start growing and enlarging.
Yeah.
So I guess maybe that's possible, but why is my penis not growing? I've been on testosterone
Where
for
does
like
the
2 fucking
skin?
years.
My thing is, where does
How much
the,
you taking though?
my thing
Yeah,
is
I gotta like up it.
my thing is where does the skin go?
Skin grows, boy.
No, where does the skin go if it goes away?
It'll retract a little bit, but not all the way.
How does it go away though?
Magic.
I feel like if you're taking, taking
Imagine.
testosterone enough, take enough of it, and you're jacking your dick violently, your
Yeah.
dick will have to grow. I think that just makes sense.
Maybe a little bit.
Is this Fagic the Gathering?
You were thinking forever on that. You were like, I'm gonna get him.
That's not the first time that's been said.
no way, no way.
It's DG gay or Gagey
Yeah, I'll just
Gagimon
Pokey
sucks.
gay.
Shut up.
Pokey gay.
Gay
Slurping,
mon.
stroking, smoking,
Gay
joking,
mon.
emoticons going like this. MH, the dripful one. Just the Jew of us.
Jew of us.
Let's,
We're gonna bomb everything.
we're gonna start with the Middle East. Just the two of us.
If
in
only
America.
there was 4 million things we could have done to avoid this. Every wrong decision. It's
They
crazy.
were literally.
It's all-
They
it's
killed.
everything.
They killed the guy, the leader of the group.
Yeah.
And they killed 300 people. And then what did Kamala Harris and Joe Biden do?
Hey, man.
Commend them.
It would have been. Look, it's the same.
Commend them.
You ain't getting anything but that
Niggas
from anybody.
gotta-
Oh yeah,
unfortunately.
Those dirty Jews gotta
even
defend
Reagan,
themselves. They gotta
even Ronald Reagan, when they tried the other time, he was like, "Hey, stop!
listen, fat. They gotta defend themselves.
Look, Brad, I'm
Look, fat. They
I
paid
love-
for my
Move.
house. I mean, never mind."
Calling someone like fat as a pejorative, like a
noun.
like a noun. Sorry,
yeah.
is
Proper noun, pejorative, exclamation point.
amazing. That is amazing. I've never heard that
Listen, you're
before.
It is unique.
Yeah.
Totally
It
unique
means
to Joe Biden.
You are
Yeah, listen, you're fat. You know.
Listen here, fat.
Whoa.
Obi, won't you blow me? Punished Venom Sheldon.
Don't call me that.
50 Cent to 50 Cent blood in my piss. Evil Sween says, I love the gays. At least 8,435,130 ants in the shape of a human. Welcome aboard. 8,435,130 ants.
It's a lot of ants.
I want to see you guys laugh.
and they're all laughing.
Some
Yeah,
video of you guys
they're all
laughing.
giggling up a storm at the new Ellen DeGeneres special.
Oh yeah.
I didn't actually watch.
What happened?
I didn't watch
I didn't
that.
watch it, but like, there's a point where she's like, I'm a strong woman," and then like it's just like a minute straight of just.
Oh, like people like in the.
Yeah, in the crowds being like, yeah, clapping, and I'm like, that's not a joke, but like, I mean, God bless, I
Wait.
guess.
Is there? Was it followed up with anything?
I don't know, maybe, but who? Am I gonna watch it? Am I gonna go see? Am I gonna verify?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I'm not gonna sit through a fucking Ellen DeGeneres comedy special. I didn't like her when people liked her.
I didn't get it. I never got it. Why people like it.
Hi, I'm lesbian. It's like cool, great. Oh, I love it.
And me just screaming the F word at her in the crowd.
Yeah.
No, you're a.
Arsenio Dyke. That's basically
So
what
this
she was.
this dog did a backflip. Now it's on my show.
That's basically what she was. Wasn't
She really was like, if something even
Butch,
vaguely
Butch.
interesting, if something even vaguely amusing happened, Ellen was there to like over worship it.
Yeah.
So you said, "Damn Daniel" at his shoes. What inspired you to do this?
Right. That's right. That
I
guy
don't know,
was
Ellen.
on
I
there.
just sort of fucking did it. It's like that was the whole fucking show. You got signs of the audience. Damn Daniel. You know?
Yeah, I
like-
mean it's. I mean, hey man, it's just what it is. It is what it is.
You okay?
It's what it is.
What are you going through?
Derek said Arsenio Dyke.
Yeah,
That's
whatever.
basically what she was.
Never heard of that in my life.
Yeah, well, there
Well,
would
it
be no
just-
reason for you to hear that.
Yeah, it just.
There's only one queer left.
It's a new thought.
Walter White voice. Stop touching my balls, Jesse. Jesse voice. I can't, Mr. White. It feels so good.
it feels so good.
Wage Slave 583. Jesse. Papini Brothers presents Vegeta's Galactic Food Review YouTube channel. Donk Donkerson. Oh, wait. Very good cotton come bounce on me cork in the back of the book in the
Look at
back.
the back.
Gate 6, Cumster Bummington, lead squeezer of Lincoln's Pork. Stupid. Cumster Bummington is
Lincoln
crazy.
Sharp.
That's pretty good. Cumster
Bummington.
Bummington. It's good.
Lincoln's
That is
Pork.
a good fucking. That's. I'll give you props for that one. That is so
the
dumb.
more you hear it, the better it
Yeah,
sounds.
yeah,
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 it's like-
yeah, totally.
That's like an acquired. That's like the fastest acquired taste ever. Like when I first read it, I was like, ah, and then I read it out loud. I was like, ha, and then I read it again. I was like, brilliant,
It's pretty good.
brilliant,
Genius.
genius. The power of Cumster Bummington in the palm of my hand. PP. Any of you will be playing Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 when it comes out next year? Medieval Red Dead.
I think I just bought the first one. 'Cause it's like
Medieval
$2.
Red
It's
Dead?
like $3.
I don't know if that's necessarily true. It's definitely like I don't know. It's not necessarily my cup of tea. I have the first one, but I never actually played it.
I looked for a. Someone made a third-person view of they hacked it, and like it's so because like first person obviously isn't made for third person, so like,
Right.
the fucking legs are completely stationary, and then the way he's swinging is it's the funniest fucking thing I've ever
of
seen.
Kingdom Come?
Yeah, Kingdom Come. So like
Yeah, because it's just like
so like when they're swinging, the body is stationary, but the arms are fucking flailing.
that
It's
shit's so funny. It is funny to like, but that's what always kind of blew my mind about. What was confusing to me about that was like I would see videos of that, right? Like it was like this is how your player model looks in fucking Doom or whatever, and
Yeah.
it's like a pair of legs that are like squished a little bit, and then like the camera, it's like weirdly above the arms, and the arms are like disconnected, and it's like almost like reverse Rayman in some way, where like the body's gone, but it's just the arms.
First Rayman.
But then like you'd see a game like Halo where it's like, no, it's just normal. And I'm
Right.
like, I wonder why. I wonder what the.
I don't know.
I wonder what the difference is.
I don't know.
I think they just preferred it like that. They didn't want to be like, yeah, it's like this.
Yeah,
Zoom out real quick.
Twisters are designed to suck resources from Game Awards and destroy Doritos. One time, Jeff didn't suck the category as Jesus wept. I know what this is. What the fuck? Me Be Fishy, Magneto versus Gay Sex Men, John Strickland. I will, in fact, be wearing a suit and tie to the Super Bowl. Merck's 1889. It's my dick in a box. The first Chucky David featuring an American so racist, incest has become his only option. 4th edition D&D is better than 5th edition objectively.
That's so stupid.
Pre-Roz, spread your
That's
cheeks
so
I can
stupid.
shit in your ass. Blake 896. Anna Sorokin is currently on Dancing with the Stars. My favorite gay parody group is Queen.
Stupid.
Alaskan Oilfield Trash. Texas Taylor Side. Taking my ass here is Nikki Jizzy, formerly known as Nikki Ziggy. Honestly on God, for real. Congrats on Swing for Losing Weight. Keep it up, man. Keep it up. I wonder if Derek has listened to the band Vulcanaz.
I haven't done it yet. Sorry.
And it's a wonder I can breathe at all when big fat dick is in my jaw. Jaqueeramai. Sorry, Miss Jackson, Badly Brave, Hugger Derek, Duck Hunt, Ethereum, Brogerian Punter, Nafram, Melphis 1, and rounding out our list as always,
The King of Inward.
the king.
Homosexuality in a penis and it hurts. That's not a good song at all. But gay will make me scared and I want to run away when they're around.
King of Haphazard. Thanks for stopping by.
Inward insanity.
Virtual negridity.
Negradity. What?
You really, that was, you reached for such a star.
I'm the guy
And then you tumbled off a roof.
I'm the guy that can take things into his shirt, but he's taking space.
No, you know what you did? You people, Arnold.
Yeah, you
You fell off that ledge. Let's get the fuck out of here. Bye.
Virtual negroidity.